Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. It's like not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
That is gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
This Friday night, we go on a journey. 20-something years in the making. The guardians of our galaxy and other galaxies may come to an end, and the universe as we know it may need new champions. We got Show, we got Cap, we're in the building, we're out here, we're ready to fucking destroy the world. Show's gone. That's as long as his contract mandates for him to stay on the comic book show. We're ready, we're willing, we're able. Let's get this shit going. But let's talk about it. Let's figure out what the fuck's going on.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.
All right, but before we get into that shit,
Yeah, before we conclude.
before we conclude, what's going on, Normal Guy? What's going on, Ray? Are y'all gonna see?
Yeah.
You leave to come back?
I don't know what the hell was wrong with my phone. I had to readjust.
You called us up to tell us you're at lunch?
But you know he's got to make an entrance.
Yes,
Word.
sir. I thought about it. I was like, I'm already here. That don't look right.
Shit. My man called us to tell us he's at lunch and shit. What's going on, Show? That's awesome.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you said. You said something show.
I said, what's going on, Show? How you doing?
I'm doing
How's
good.
life?
Life is wonderful, full of adventures. I felt like it's Jumanji.
Nice,
What's
nice.
up with you, brother? How's life?
You know me, man. I'm chilling like a villain on penicillin with a Mac 11. Just wait for 7. You know how we do it.
Yeah, I also feel like it's Jumanji, and if I eat cake, I'm gonna explode. So
But shit, yo. So guys, question of the day.
If you got one.
I know Show got one. Show's been asking questions of the day all day.
Are you excited for Guardian of the Galaxy?
But Johnny and who?
Who?
He said, "Are we excited for Guardian of the Galaxy? For one Guardian?"
Who? I don't know if I'm allowed to be excited now. All of a sudden, you over here bullshitting. Fucking, are you excited for the Guardian of the Galaxy? I want to be. Are you excited?
I want to be, but I'm scared. I'm scared for you guys. I'm scared Marvel's gonna do it again to me. But I doubt it because this is one movie they usually don't fuck up on.
I have tempered expectations. I'm not going into this expecting anything other than watch some pictures on the screen and then leave.
Good, because usually you go expecting something, you get something else, and you hate the movie. So this time, just let it be.
Well,
Let it come to you.
I actually have a slight advantage in tempering my expectations. I've actually seen 3 or 4 reviews already of the movie.
I'm surprised you allow that. I'm surprised you allowed your eyes to see that. You didn't gouge them.
Nah, this one I have to start doing it now because I have to start letting go of my preconceived notions and what I wanted to see up on the screen. So I got to see what people are saying or is actually not, they don't spoil the movie or anything. They don't go into detail, but I got to see where the expectations should be. So that way I don't go into this movie way in front of it. And then when it never catches up, I leave disappointed.
Facts. You understood what he just said, Cho?
I understand English sometimes.
Sometimes. So what you're saying is you have no idea what he's talking about.
This is one of the times.
Well, if you want to be soul brother number one, what he's saying is, yo, he's been let down so many fucking times. And I think we all have at this point with the Marvel and the expectations and shit, that it gets to the point where it's like, fuck it, man. We're going to have to just, think this shit's going to be whack. Or, just give me the gist of it so that way I'm not sitting here expecting a WrestleMania when it's really fucking in your house.
Yeah. But here's the weird thing, man. Like, so the Dungeons & Dragons movie, I had high expectations going into that. I was trepidatious. I was like, all right, am I going to outrun this movie like I normally do? And that movie surprised me. It put in everything that I recognized. It had references that I knew. It was good. It was funny. The action was great. All that shit. Had a very good time. I loved it. I had slightly higher than I should have expectations for Evil Dead Rise. I went and saw that. Had a great time in the movie. The movie was everything I wanted it to be and more. Was good. So having the high expectations and everything is not necessarily a bad thing. Where I trip up is now I try to, and which probably we're going to be doing on today's podcast, is try to write the movie itself. And then when the movie doesn't reach the expectations of where I'm like, yo, this story could have went here. Now it's like, all right, well, now the movie's not as good because what I'm thinking should have happened is better than what was, better than what did happen type shit.
Word.
You know what's something else I see about you guys? Sometimes I feel like you go to a movie that's supposed to be a backlash, and you want it to be a WrestleMania. Like you judge Ant-Man the same way you judge Avengers. And Ant-Man is supposed to be an Ant-Man to me. To me, I don't know if it's supposed to be up there with everything else.
But you know, you're right on that. Where the Ant-Man should have been just an Ant-Man movie, but Kevin Feige told us that this Ant-Man was going to kick off the new phase, that this was going to be the Kang, you know, the big bad, that this is where everything was going to start. So he put a lot more expectation on this movie than what I would have had normally. If this was just a random Ant-Man 3, it would have been a different fucking story. But he set up the expectations that this is where everything kicks off. This is where we meet Kang. This is where, you know, all this shit's supposed to happen. And then we got that movie, and it didn't feel quite up to what he told us to expect.
Yeah. Well, also, this is the thing, though. I'm not expecting an Ant-Man movie to be anything more than an Ant-Man movie. What I'm expecting is the story to be more than just, hey, guys, I'm walking around and people love me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm expecting. That's the shit that I'm like, McFly, what's going on here? Why is there a problem now with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah. It's like going into Thor Love and Thunder. You expect it to hit a certain tone, and then you get 30 minutes of fucking screen time with one hammer's jealous of the other hammer because all of a sudden they have some sort of sentience. Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of wasted shit that they could have did stuff with. Like, before we get into what we think is gonna happen, right? I want to say, like, how many times have we watched a movie and we're like, yo, this shit would have been better if they would have did this one thing.
Increasingly, that seems to be more and more. But like I was saying, the Dungeons & Dragons movie, I did not once say anything like that in my head. I was not like, oh, if they did this would have been better. The Evil Dead Rise, I did not come out of that going, well, if they did this one thing, that would have been better. Those, for some reason, those movies were able to tell the story, and I was able to follow it instead of be out in front, like I keep saying. Wakanda Forever. That was a movie where they had the story to tell, and I was along for the ride instead of out in front of it. But Wakanda Forever had what I say. It had the cheat in there, Chadwick's death. So it had that emotional draw and that emotional connection. As soon as you sit down in the theater, you already connected to it.
Yeah.
Which I think, getting back full circle into Guardians, this also has the cheat and the emotional connection, because we know this is the last time we're going to see James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy. They're probably not going to end the Guardians franchise, but this is definitely the last time we're going to see James Gunn's iteration of the Guardians.
That's for certain?
Yeah, because James Gunn's going off to do DC. Batista's done. Batista said he's no longer playing Drax. What's her name? I'm blanking on her name, but Zoe Saldana. She said she's done playing Gamora. We don't know if I think Chris Pratt said this is his last run as Star-Lord. So most of the cast is done.
Man, I don't believe that shit. Yeah, I ain't doing that again. How about $3 million? I'll be right there.
Boing.
No, well, if anything, I think Batista is truly done, because he's he wants to reach out. He wants to branch out and do more serious shit and not just be pigeonholed in this, one character. Which, if you guys haven't already seen, Knock on the Cabin, probably Batista's best fucking work.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't put him to one character. I don't Mike Epson. Mike Epson is Day, or there's a lot of people that they're one person. This guy is Batista's everywhere. He just had the zombie movie that I love.
Wait, you love the Army's what the fuck was it called? Army of the Dead?
I believe that was the name, and yeah, it was entertaining to me. I mean, I'm not saying it was spectacular, but it wasn't Sharknado.
Hey, Sharknado 1 through 4 were a fucking masterpiece. Dude, that Sharknado, the first 4 of them were appointment fucking TV. You can ask Toe. I would stop everything I'm doing. I'm watching this shit tonight.
No, for real. He had to watch it when it came out.
I haven't seen 3 through 4. I think I watched 1.
Dude, the first 4 are, well, they're the ones to watch. After that, who gives a shit? But I literally had a group, like I would when I worked at the nursing home, family members. It was a group of family members and myself, and we were all like, "Yo, did you see Sharknado?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then when the second one came out, we all were like, "Yo," we had a countdown. And every day for like the week prior, we're like, 3 days, 2 days, tonight. And came back the next day, talked about it for fucking 8 hours on the shift. Like, that was a hook for us.
Word.
Those, yeah, bonded over Sharknado.
And see, that's the shit that's disappointing me in this phase 4 / start of phase 5 is a movie like Shark fucking NATO. I found a way to enjoy it, bond with other people over it, and fucking come out with something attached to it. But then we get to phase 4, and outside of Shang-Chi, I can't even say Spider-Man because we all know how I feel about No Way Home. But outside of Shang-Chi and outside of Black Panther, I got nothing to bond me to these characters, nothing to enhance my experience of it, nothing to draw me out to a wider cloth of people. Like I'm completely on the island of disappointment, as what Roman Reigns has his islands, right?
Yeah, the islands of relativity and the
oceans of I'm in the ocean of despair, waiting for Marvel to pick back up. I mean, the Disney Plus shows have been good, with the obvious exception of the last one, but I mean, you got to be good on all fronts. You can't just.
So, no way out home is weird because every fucking line has a pose clearly designed for a crowd reaction. What?
I could probably recall. I can see that if you rewatch it and like really pay attention to the sound editing and the way the scenes are shot and the lines are said.
No Way Home. Okay. I was gonna say.
Cause I'm getting tired. You keep telling what the fuck I'm doing every time I'm doing something.
Shit. But yeah, man. Here's the thing. So we have the temporary expectations, right? But the movie writer in me, the as Bougie said so eloquently, the investigative journalist that I am. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Good. You don't have to play that shit again if shows are coming back on, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to fix this mic. The shit turned on me. I'm trying to make it right and all that other shit.
Wait a minute. I get the call again? Oh, shit.
I mean, you keep fucking leaving. Anyway, so the investigative journalist in me, right, goes, this is the perfect time to do what Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and Guardians of the Galaxy did, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 did. And in some way, Guardians of the Galaxy in Infinity Wars. This is where they get to explain deeper shit. Because, yes, we got the Tesseract in Captain America. We got the Power Stone and all the Infinity Stones in Guardians of the Galaxy. We got Celestials and gods and how they fuck with human beings. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We got the explanation of Adam Warlock, which she's supposed to be coming in this movie. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Infinity Wars. We got more of how Thanos can do what he needs to do. And outer space and the Titans and, you know, how everything coexists, right?
Yeah.
Basically, just like how the universal ecosystem works. This one, we can further explain the Celestials that are judging us. This is where we can get, like, yo, they're doing everything they're doing, but who can they go after? Or who's throwing them in jail or trying to prove shit? Then the fucking Celestials. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're telling me that they can't be in a place where it's like, yo, you guys are getting judged, or your people's getting judged for this or that or some shit. You know, like, they can't throw that information in there. Like, not saying that the Guardians of the Galaxy have to go fight Celestials, but you're telling me they can't get that information past to them?
So now you're ahead of the movie. Because this movie has been said from the beginning. It's not even a spoiler. This movie has been said that this is just a personal movie that almost only deals with the Guardians team and really not an outside fucking thing. So for James Gunn's writing and for what the story he's trying to tell, the Celestials and the outside of the MCU are pretty much irrelevant.
See, show?
So I mean,
expectations up, and they destroyed it.
I mean, this is what's been said from jump. So yes, this should be a movie where they explain other, more shit about what's going on in this phase. But again, we keep getting the attempts at personal storytelling. Multiverse of Madness, really at its core, is a personal story with Doctor Strange and how everybody thinks he's a piece of shit. And he's got to prove to himself that he's not like everybody else. Personal story of Wanda, once again, dealing with the loss that she had already seemingly fucking became good with. Thor, once again, a personal story about himself, trying to deal with the
shit he already deal with.
Yeah. Black Panther, personal story, dealing with the loss of Chadwick Boseman, aka T'Challa,
which they didn't deal with. So
yeah, No Way Home, personal story to Peter Parker. How do you deal with being in the spotlight? How do you get to the point where with great power comes great responsibility, or with great power there must also be great responsibility? The actual line. It's weird because they keep trying to make all these small movies that are supposed to be part of a bigger world. And then it's not meshing because, as you know a whole bunch of shit is happening out in the world today. But when you get stuck doing something at work and you're in the mode and you're sorting your mail and delivering all that shit and you're just in that zone, nothing else in that hospital matters. That's why Shang-Chi wasn't a personal story. It kind of was a personal story, but Shang-Chi was... See, I can't even really say that's another outlier. Because that was here's a brand new character. So we had to learn everything about that character. the Eternals. Here, brand new characters. We had to learn everything about the Eternals. So they're kind of outliers in getting a pass. But all these other movies where we know these characters should have did what you said. Took a little more about introducing whatever. Cause they're supposed to introduce the multiverse and incursions and all this terminology. Sure, did you watch Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness? Yes, I did.
I believe so. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I did. I remember you guys hated it. I actually enjoyed it.
Okay, so you saw it. Explain to me what an incursion is.
An incursion is a car made by Chevy. It has 7 seats. It's a gas guzzler.
Yeah, see, they didn't do enough. They didn't do a good enough job of explaining all the other shit because they were trying to tell a fucking story that only really dealt with two or three characters: America Chavez, Doctor Strange, Wanda. That in and of itself could have been good, but you decided to tell us, "Hey, this is supposed to fucking tie into the bigger picture." Well, you can't tie into a bigger picture when we're only worried about that much of the story, man.
You know what it is? Doctor Strange's love story should have been a subplot, not the main plot. Because in all actuality, you said he had to prove that he's not the same as the other Doctor Strange, where he already did that. In Doctor Strange Part 1, he already proved that he wasn't there selfishly, like every other Doctor Strange. But also, the other Doctor Strange was like, I can't protect you, so at least I can protect the power that she wants. She's not going to kill you if you don't have the power. You know what I'm saying? But it's in the moment they made a decision. It's not wrong or right. It's just a decision. Where that is confusing. Because Wanda wants the power. No one can match Wanda in this show. Multiverse of Madness. Don't you think this would have been a good time for Wanda to start fucking up the multiverse show? Don't you think it would have been a good time? They went to other universes looking for another Doctor Strange to fight Wanda. How cool would it have been if they went to multiple universes and the madness in it was Wanda? They went to a universe with another Doctor Strange. Wanda killed that Doctor Strange. They went to another universe with the other Avengers. Wanda killed those Avengers. You know what I'm saying? And then you get the Illuminati. Wanda killed the Illuminati. It's like, yo, Wanda's killing everybody. This could have been Doctor Strange. Wanda kills the Marvel Universe.
And you know how you tie it all together? The Darkhold is making her think that her kids are in danger and making her think that her kids are in these spots when it's lying to her. That will explain the whole, I thought she got over it. Like, oh no, this thing is fucking with her.
Now, show, you tell me what movie you like better, mine or the one you watched?
Yours, of course. God forbid if I say another.
Right.
You fool! Yo, it's honestly, man.
No, honestly, your movie sounded a lot better. A lot more interesting.
Because she's going through the multiverse, one, to find her kids, and two, just in case if she needs some irrational shit to happen. I'm on the fuck toe train, so I refuse to give him credit. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Taquan. That's the best compliment you gave me. Anyway, back to the real shit before we got interrupted.
Hold on. What's funny about that statement is in saying that you refuse to give him credit, you by facto acknowledge that credit is supposed to be given to him.
Right. But
Now, by facto, is that a new character in Galaxy of the Caribbean? Or?
No, so,
Darius of the Garrison Caribbean is a new MCU movie. It is coming out November 2024. Get your tickets now. Guardians of the Garrison Galaxium, where we have Andre the Giant versus Hulkmania.
He said Garrison of the Garrison. Oh, man.
yeah.
Coliseum.
To be honest, by facto is one of the new sexualities that you could pick from. No, it's just a word I made up because I couldn't think of the actual word that I wanted to say, so I just made some shit up.
Word.
Damn. Even his made up shit sounds good. By facto. I had to look it up. Hey Siri, what's by facto? That is a made up word.
Yeah, Cab said it. They needed 20 more minutes. Now we're using this movie as a reference, but here's the thing. Like Cap said, this movie has a crutch on it where this is gonna be the last movie, so it's gonna be epic. We're already emotionally tied to these characters, so if something happens to these characters, which they already showed in the coming attractions, Peter Quill and Nebula were screaming at some shit like they lost somebody, and Rocket, we get to meet his family, so that's gonna be an emotional tie right there. So they're already cheating on that.
Word.
But like,
they have the ammo to make a wow factor. Sorry to interrupt.
no, go ahead.
That's good. No, I'm saying they have the ammo. They could kill off whoever they want. They could surprise us however they want.
Word. Now,
that's crazy.
I don't mind all that. That's cool. That's good. They deserve it. You know, show us all the shit that you can with these characters, even if it's gonna be the last one. But also, you're introducing Adam Warlock that we know of. We're getting another accuser that we think of. You know, that we assume is another accuser. We getting
I think that's in the Captain Marvel trailer.
Oh, okay, never mind then. We're getting the floating guy. The Indian floating guy. What is his name? The Island of Execution?
The High Evolutionary.
The High Evolutionary.
The Excellent of Execution.
Yeah. The High Evolutionary. We're getting him. So we got to find out who they are, right? But also, like I said, this can tie into some other shit. It doesn't need to, like, when I say it ties into shit, it doesn't need to be fucking sewn into another branch of a movie. Like, it doesn't need to start off as a Guardians of the Galaxy movie and end the Garrison Belt of Garnicania, like Show likes to call them. You know, we don't need to wind up in Narnia and none of that shit. Just like, you know, fucking mention some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe,
he said, take me to Narnia.
Yeah, like maybe Adam Warlock is fighting fucking Miss Marvel on the plane, and he gets the he looks up and he just flies away. You know what I'm saying? Something.
It would be dope if they bring forward a new character with the death of somebody.
Well,
I don't know.
From the reports that I'm hearing, just in general, I think what you're looking for specifically, To, you're gonna have to wait until Captain America 4 comes out.
Jesus.
That's when that movie's gonna have something that is the movie they're telling and then saying some other shit.
No, we're getting a big fuck you.
You gonna let y'all down again?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the problem with all these interconnected with having all your movies so tightly interconnected, where you feel like you have to watch all of them to get the fucking story, is the outside story of the Celestials and all that like I said before, have nothing to do with what's going on with the Guardians. So it's a balancing act. If you can do it, cool. If not, it's gonna feel like we just stepped away from the movie we're watching. Here's some shit for you. Now let's get back to what we were doing.
Question though, they've done that before. And you guys thought it was phenomenal. They threw some shit at you and said here, and they're not gonna connect it to nothing. And you guys said, "Wow, this is amazing." They did it with Moon Shadow.
With who?
Is it Moon?
Ladies and gentlemen, Marvel has came out with a new character. His movie will come out in 2025, July 4th. Moon
You
Shadow.
know what? You know when they bring you to a sport you never played? I play baseball. Y'all brought me the comics. I'm trying to cover here. Y'all fucking me up. Moonwalker, Moon Shadow, somebody.
Yeah. Moon Knight.
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight. Yeah, and y'all love them. He wasn't connected. He's not connected to nothing. How can they do that again?
No. You got to talk to Toe about the connected shit. I've been saying for the last 2 or 3 years now that they shouldn't worry about trying to connect everything.
No,
they should just make the fucking movies. I'm cool with nothing connecting. Just the movie itself has to be fucking good.
Yo, here's the thing. They can sit there and mention because there was someone going out there killing all the gods that they're in hiding, or fucking Peter Quill could be like, "Hey man, if these guys can hide a fucking giant head coming out the ocean, I think they're pretty fucking good. They don't need our help." You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
But nothing. But here's what I'm trying to say. Nothing that we've seen so far has led us to believe that Peter Quill even knows what the fuck is happening on Earth, or even gives a shit about what's happening on Earth. So why would he have that knowledge?
They stole Kevin Bacon. They stole Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, and guess what they didn't find out? They didn't find out that there was a giant hand floating in the fucking ocean.
Maybe they did.
I got a question for you guys. How do they die in the comics?
But they don't.
Shit. They can't even use that. Even if they did use that, though, it was
Captain America. Captain America was shot point blank by Sharon Carter at the end of Civil War and killed. And then 6 months later, they were like, "Oh no, he didn't die. The Red Skull actually has his body. He's trying to transfer his soul into Captain America's body because he has the super soldier serum perfectly. And Cap's soul is actually fighting his way through some reality shit in the fucking cosmic cube." Like, I was in the room. I'll say this to the day I die. The reason I stopped reading comics, I was in the room at Comic-Con when Joe fucking Quesada said Wolverine is dead and he will stay dead.
And he's not coming back.
Yeah, guess what? They encased him in adamantium, he died, and then they brought him into a fucking thing and uncased him, and the motherfucker's alive again.
He come back.
For the right price, anybody comes back, even Iron Man. Bleep.
Word. No one dies in Marvel except for Marvel.
Yeah, for some reason he's the only one.
No one likes Marvel. They like Carvel.
Would you be annoyed if they change stuff?
Well,
because it started. They're gonna run out of stuff. They're gonna need to start building.
So no, because I'm not annoyed. Like, if Civil War is one of my favorite Marvel movies, it has nothing to do with the fucking comic. But I love it because it's perfect for the movies. The story that the movies were telling us culminated perfectly into that movie. So I'm okay with the movie universe having its own lore and its own stories going forward that are influenced by other stories and not directly tied to or directly taken from. I'm cool with that.
Now, all right, so they are going to change some shit because this isn't the same Gamora that we had in Guardians 1, 2, or Infinity Wars.
Correct. This is the one we got in Endgame.
Yeah, this is a different Gamora. Now, I would like to hear them explain. Is she from another timeline? Is she from another universe?
Yeah.
Is she no? I want to hear them explain. Not you. Not new rock stars. Not quantum physics. Not fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy. Not what Kevin Feige said in 20 minutes ago on a live press conference. In the movie, I want to hear them explain.
Okay.
Which Gamora is this?
I was only going to point out that in Endgame, they told us which Gamora it is.
What is it?
It's the one from 2014 that came back with Thanos.
Bullshit.
Go watch the fucking movie again.
What did the bald bitch say? To coin a phrase from show.
The bald bitch.
You talking about Nebula?
No. The Phantom of the Opera. The original Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh, the ancient one?
Yes.
Yeah.
What she said.
Wow.
You're gonna create timelines that monsters are gonna come out of that we can't handle, right? Not unless we put it back exactly. So she is technically from a different timeline because they went back in time and encouraged. Yeah, so she's not from 2014. She's from another fucking multiverse.
Yeah. She's from. All right, the Thanos that came back was the Thanos from the 2014, what they said. And he brought his army and Nebula and that Gamora. That's the Gamora we still have.
I know that. I want to hear them explain that if she's just Gamora from the past or if she's from a different timeline. And that's why this one looks different and this one acts different.
I honestly don't know if they're gonna say that, given the fact that if you've seen Endgame, they might feel like they don't have to.
I seen Endgame, and the only words on the script in Endgame were "Avengers Assemble." Every other word was improvised. Tell them, show.
What you want me to tell them, that it was improvised? Yeah.
See?
Right into the flow again. Flow the shit.
That's right.
What?
He's floating shit.
Yeah.
All right, see, now you're making up words.
Right into the flow of things is what I meant to say. My brain and my mouth are working different speeds.
And so is his phone. I complete a sentence and I'm gone. Daquan, this is what I want. Them to say it. We know Carlos Beltran beat his wife. We know. But we know. We don't know if this guy beat his wife.
Dude,
Let me break the fucking machine. We know.
But they said it.
To say it.
They said it in Endgame.
I want that fuck Endgame. We're 17 movies out of Endgame. We're in a different loop. We got blipped, bleeped, blopped, and duped. The fucking Eternals came in here. The Celestials came in here. Hercules is running rampant.
Okay.
She-Hulk fucked up everything we know and love. Yeah. I want them to say it. I want to go, who are you? And I want her to say, who am I? Or who am I deep down inside? Because there's two different answers.
All right. Did you saw one of the, how many coming attractions did you see?
So I want everything spoon fed to me. Yes, I want them to fucking mention it. I want them to mention that this Gamora is not the same Gamora. It's not just we went back in time and picked up fucking Marty McFly's fucking mom and made her sleep with the doc because that's the same mom that he knew and loved. I want them to mention this is a different fucking person.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Completely different.
What? You've
this
seen
is a variant.
One trailer, right?
Yes.
All right. In the trailer that I'm pretty sure you've seen, there's a scene in the elevator.
Yeah, she looks like her.
Yeah.
No, yes, but I want them to say who she is. Yes, I don't want them to say she's a dick. I want them to say who she is.
All right. Well, we'll see what we get.
That's the most important part of this movie. You don't take the green girl from me and then bring her back and expect me to fucking know that it's a different person. Did you guys know that Groot is Groot's son?
Yes.
When they said it.
Hmm?
When they said it in any of these movies.
I mean, that's how the fuck it works with Groot.
When they said that in any of these movies. Because
I mean,
when you watch the new Rockstar, it's self-evident. Bullshit. Bullshit. We all thought Groot was just seated again. We didn't know that was a different Groot. Bullshit. Show don't tell.
But
Bullshit.
here's my question: does that really fucking matter to the
Yes.
story? The Groot thing, not the Gamora thing. The Groot thing.
Yes.
How? I mean, not how. Why? Why? Legitimately, why does that matter to you?
Because he grew up looking exactly like Groot. Now all of a sudden, this motherfucker's a big buff motherfucker with some shit on him. When he was younger, he looked like Groot, just growing again as a tree. Now he looks like a completely different Groot. If they had said, "Oh, this is Groot's son," or "This isn't the Groot that we knew,"
Yeah, but don't you look different from when you were younger?
no, still got the same fucking glorious hair. So gonna write every movie. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Taquan, if that's your real name. Have you ever said something that implies something else? We can have implications here. We can't sit here and what? Because no one mentioned the big ass head and hand in the fucking ocean. What? I'm supposed to quantify that maybe the head and the hand is invisible. Maybe only Celestials could see it.
I mean, you could
Maybe.
take away that maybe Shield or Sword or some government agent covered it up.
Well, how am I supposed to know that? Because in the mix of things, Shield has been destroyed. Shield has been destroyed. They don't know nothing about nothing. And Sword is fucking around with Miss Marvel. No one knows shit in anything. But I'll tell you one thing though. In your favorite movie, Taquan, in the fucking in the Suicide Squad, they mentioned that Cortana's sword takes the souls of all the ones she vanquished. So you shouldn't be mad at her. No. That's the detail that they could have left out. We could have decto factoid that shit.
Well, that's a completely separate issue because that's the one trait Katana has. Otherwise, she's useless in the movie.
I want them to explain the timelines. I want them to talk about something that happened to them. Like, maybe Drax goes, how the fuck can you survive out of time? Time is irrelevant. Some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? You picked the wrong character.
No, Drax asking the question and someone else answering.
Drax is not going to give a shit.
Drax is standing behind you. He's invisible. He's super still.
Dude, Drax is not going to care.
How do you know?
By judging the other fucking movie. He didn't give a shit that she was gone in the first place.
Drax loved her more than Quill.
More than Quill?
More than Quill, Peter Quill. They implied that, Taquan. You didn't see that with your one eye? They implied that she loved him more than Quill did. You can tell by the way he jumped into the thorax and chopped his way out. He did that shit for love. Want to be spoon-fed shit. I hope fucking.
Dude, yeah, you have weird expectations of these movies.
I want answers.
But what questions do you have?
I'm asking the questions.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you have questions? For me, the minute 3 movies and 6 TV shows went by and nobody said anything about the hand in the ocean, I got the signal. Oh, that's not important right now. So who gives a fuck?
When you saw Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I'm telling you right now, don't tell me you didn't see it. Because we all saw it. When you saw Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Coulson came out of nowhere through a portal. I was like, how the fuck did this exist? If they didn't
fuck you, Mama Webble.
Oh shit, we got buttons now. Yeah.
if they didn't explain how Coulson came back to life the first time or the second time, well, y'all would have been like, well, obviously they took him to Tahiti the first time, and the second time he's a fucking multi-universal traveler that went back in time and saved Coulson from Loki, and then turned into a fucking assassin. It's obviously because he's wearing a leather jacket.
All right.
So let me ask you a question, since you're the rookie. Do you want them to explain which Gamora this is? Like, how did we get this Gamora? Is she from a different timeline, a different universe? Is she from the past? Do you want them to explain that at least?
For the people that are slow like me, I would love that.
Thank
There's
you.
a lot of things that I don't get to know till I talk to you guys. And it's like, hey, did you know that she was supposed to have a blue face, but it's green? No, I didn't know that. But thank you. They should have explained that shit. Not everybody has friends like you.
All right. But again, I don't disagree that we gotta maybe show the different characterization and how she forms with the team, this one. But we know where she came from because we saw it at an Endgame. It's a pretty big fucking sticking point for the end tag with him and the fucking Asgardians of the Galaxy.
You know what else we saw at the end of Endgame and during Love and Thunder? She left.
No, yeah.
No. She wasn't with them.
Yeah, we know that.
So now we got to know why she came back.
Well, I mean,
she went to find herself in this new world she's living in. Taquan,
I'm so happy that I came downstairs. So
but that's a different question. That's a different question than what you were bringing up.
Well, this one's for Taquan.
The question of what happened?
It didn't work.
Shut up, bitch.
There you go. That's for Taquan. I don't know why I keep pressing these buttons and they don't want to work until I press them 3 times.
I know his facial expressions.
Oh, the movie's gonna explain it. It's obvious.
No.
Right? But when I ask for explanation, I'm a cocksucker. I'm a dickhead. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking fugazi.
Hold on.
Right?
There's two separate things here. The last thing you said of how this Gamora factors into the movie is a legitimate, how are they going to explain that? The first thing you said of which Gamora is this, which timeline does she come? That was already answered.
No, you know what was answered? Why Gamora? That was answered. That was asked by Drax, and that was answered. Now I'm asking which Gamora.
But we know which. She came back with Thanos.
Yes, we know that. But where were they then? Did they go back in time or did they fucking universe jump?
Who? She's still here with us.
The time heist.
I think the Thanos and her that came back.
Thanos came to us
together. Yeah.
In our real time.
Oh my God. Show.
Yes, sir.
Did you see Endgame?
Yes, sir.
How did they get the Infinity Stones?
It depends. Different tactics.
They travel through time.
Exactly. They travel through time.
Okay. All right. So when I asked, did they travel through time or did they travel through different universes? What did that have to do with Thanos?
They travel through time. We know that.
We assume that.
They told us that. The motherfucker built a time machine.
Oh, they also told us there's a huge giant fucking head in the ocean. They also told us that She-Hulk was a lawyer TV show. They also fucking told us that fucking Ant-Man was gonna explain Kang and be the new phase of shit. They also fucking told us that these movies are gonna lead to something bigger. They also fucking told us that in the DC wasn't gonna be Flash no more. They also fucking told us that The Rock was gonna have Henry Cavill versus The Rock in another fucking movie. What? They also fucking told us that they were gonna take the time and they were gonna have quality over quantity.
That's starting now. That's not starting 6 movies ago.
Yeah, but Exhibit Z, they told us a lot of fucking things that didn't come to fruition.
Damn.
All right. I'm literally confused because you started off this whole thing with you have to tell us something, and now you're on. They've already told us, and we can't believe them.
So Jared Diaz stole the fucking explanation. No, I'm not changing shit. I'm saying, where is this Gamora from? You're saying from the past, and I'm saying, did they travel through time, or did they find a way to travel through the universe? Because what do they say? What do they say?
Through time.
No, because here's the thing. What did they say? The quantum realm is where they went through to get to the other universes. That's where Kang was going, right? He's traveling through the other unit because he's traveling through time, but all of them are fucking with the multiverse. So traveling through time and the multiverse have to go hand in hand with each other.
They weren't traveling.
Is linear.
They weren't fucking with the multiverse in
moving
Endgame.
Sideways.
They were only fucking with time in Endgame.
You see that, show?
They weren't. It wasn't the multiverse in the Endgame. It was only time.
At the expense of sounding foolish, like I usually do, because that's what I'm here for. Isn't this the part where they went back in time to get the real?
Yes.
Well, to get Thanos, that was planning something and then figured it out. Oh shit! Y'all came from back in time. Like, you think you slick?
Yeah.
Like,
Thanos found the PEM particles and had Ebony and Ma reverse engineer it, and he came with the help of the bad Nebula to our timeline.
There you
from
go.
his point in time to our point in time.
So how the fuck I understand it?
And I'm questioning.
Your boy.
And I'm questioning whether they time jumped or multiverse jumped.
I'm telling you, they time jumped because they didn't do anything with the multiverse in Endgame. It's
we know of.
In Loki.
Hold on, wait. You gotta assume.
You don't gotta assume shit. In Loki, they told us
let me ask you a question.
That they messed with time, and that was allowed to happen.
No. Let me ask you a question. Show. Groot.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this Groot that's in this movie?
Okay, now you're getting technical.
No. Is this the same Groot that was in Guardians of the Galaxy 1?
It has to be because they both say the same shit.
Nope.
No,
this is Groot's son. This is that Groot's son.
First of did
you know that, Joe?
Say the same shit.
Did you know that?
Isn't this the one that started off little? He was tiny.
Yeah. But that's Groot. That's Groot's son because when Groot died and left his thing, he gave birth to a son.
He left his thing.
No, they planted They planted one of the twigs, and out of that twig, the new Groot.
Show. Did you sit there and go, well, that has to be Groot's son, or did you say Groot just grew back?
Honestly, from seeing the little Groot, I would assume it was either a new Groot or his son.
Thank you.
From the little mini version.
Then why the first time I asked you the question, you said that's the same Groot? When Cap explains it to you and he fucking coerced you into answering the question that way.
Well, so I was joking with you because I said all he says is the same thing.
But you didn't know that they couldn't speak more than that in his whole race.
No, I did know that. That was the joke. They gotta be the same because that's all they say.
But do you know that's a language? That Rocket actually understands Groot, and so does Thor.
I've seen it in the movie.
So
which movie was this?
Guardian of the Galaxy 1, I think it was.
That's where Thor said that he went to school and learned how to speak that?
No, I said I've heard them talk to Groot, so I understand that they understand him.
But you didn't understand that Gamora could be from another universe.
I can understand that because they went back in time to get her father, that then coerced himself to get back to the future. with the past Gamora, obviously, because the past Gamora was in the past with him. They were still helping each other out. They were still friends. They weren't apart. So they came back to the future. These two are from there. Damn, I'm sorry, Toe. I'm supposed to be fucking shit up, right? Oh man.
No. Here's the thing though.
I'm fucking shit up.
Listen.
Being right. I can't even be right.
No. I am a scientist, and this is all based off of science. How are you gonna feel when you guys have to assume because someone sneezed in the wrong direction that I was right?
Right about what?
Everything. When New Rockstar turns around and goes, see the lines on Gamora's face? This isn't the same Gamora from 2014. This is a different universe. Because when she fucking smiled, she smiled and her left cheek went 19 degrees south instead of 15 degrees northeast. Y'all don't catch that shit in the movies, and then you hear it from New Rocks, and then you go, oh, you want everything explained to you.
I'm trying to find an example for you. I can't think of any.
There's no examples here. I want them. Can't they talk about it? You're telling me that Peter Quill turned around and said, well, you know, the evil Gamora, the evil Nebula brought fucking Thanos down, and now Gamora's here, so there you go.
No, so I'm going to bring this up again. You're conflating two different things.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that last part of what you said. Can we see how this Gamora fits in with this new group and differs? That, yes. Where she comes from, we already know.
Do we?
Yes.
What?
See, for the love of Christ, yes, we know.
Is she still cool with Thanos? If she's still cool with her father, then
she never liked Thanos.
Do we know Kang's purpose?
Yeah.
What is it?
Kang is trying to stop. Well, right now, Kang is trying not to get arrested, but in the movies, Kang is trying to stop or start the multiversal war so he can kill all the other Kangs and be the only one left.
I'm confused as fuck.
Daquan, we didn't see her time travel. She could have multiverse jumped.
Dude, she came back with Thanos.
What? So Thanos is only in one fucking universe?
He's in one timeline. Again,
so he's not in any other universe.
That it was one that they only messed with time.
Did the Illuminati kill when Doctor Strange went into that multiverse?
They killed that versus Thanos, not ours.
But he doesn't exist. You just said he doesn't exist because he's only in one timeline.
No, our Thanos only came from a timeline, not another fucking multiverse.
How do we know that?
Because they fucking said it. They literally said the year he came from.
But they could be wrong.
They're not fucking wrong. It's the year of our Lord, 2014. So
how do you know? How do you know?
There was a big bold fucking print at the bottom of the goddamn screen.
That don't mean shit. It don't mean shit.
So which Thanos got his head cut off?
Yo,
the original, the one who won.
Did he push time through fucking Ant-Man? Or did he just make him younger?
And that version, time was pushed through him. Yo, dude, I hope this movie better be good. Because if this movie sucks, I'm going to smack Toe. Bro, you want to fucking Gamora talk? There you go. 30 minutes of fucking Gamora. Bam. Shut up now.
And she's from 2014.
Yo, I swear to God, if they fucking say that this is not the same Gamora because they unleashed the fucking multiverse shit, and I'm right.
It's not.
I'm banning.
First off, we already know that this is a different Gamora, so we know she's gonna be different.
He said, "Taquan, you fired."
We already know that she's different.
How do we know?
Because she's from a different fucking timeline. Our time in the past brought to us at the end of fucking Endgame. Moving forward. Plus, the elevator scene clearly fucking, he says that this is a different fucking bitch who's now fucking came back as a dick.
from a different multiverse.
It's not a fucking different multiverse.
Which one? Why does it matter if Gamora is different? Eventually, she's gonna end up being the same.
That's why. That's why. Because everything changed, show. They said it. Once you change something in time, it branches off to other multiverses. That's where you have the fucking incursions and all other shit. So she could have been the fucking Gamora from that new altered timeline. She didn't come back. If Cap would have put the stone back and everything would have played out, she'd have been the same Gamora. But she stood here and left after he changed the timeline. Because remember, we all came to the conclusion that wasn't the same Thanos that they fought in Infinity War, because now he made it personal. But it was business before. So everything changed. So it's a different timeline. We made this distinction before.
Vin. It's this
Can I get a hallelujah show?
This Gamora
this is great for
was the one we had before we saw her in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. That's the Gamora we have right now.
You could tell in her face.
It wouldn't be the same if Cap put the stone back, because that one already fucking died.
She got sacrificed for the stone.
Yeah. He didn't take the stone that she got sacrificed for. He took a different fucking stone.
And a different fucking Gamora.
So here's the thing. I didn't say that. I understand that's good for your argument. You like to listen to other people, but I didn't say that.
Ooh,
you just said she would have been the same Gamora if he put her back.
No.
If he put the stones back.
Yeah. I also said
a question to my head.
If he put the stone back and then she traveled after he put the stone back to this time.
But she didn't.
You see how he's arguing his own argument? I'm saying one thing, he's arguing his own thing. He's arguing himself, show. What?
But she didn't come. But your premise is off. Your premise didn't happen.
Please keep arguing that, because I'm talking about something different.
Go ahead.
Wait, you're supposed to know. I said it already. Come on, show. We know this. They said it. They said it in Endgame. You want everything to be spoon-fed to you, Taquan? What? Why when I do this, I'm the fucking cocksucker here?
Whoa.
Dude.
Why is it when I do this, I'm the cocksucker, but when now all of a sudden they're questioning me after I said something?
Yo, you just said.
Now all of a sudden toes the bitch.
You just said that if Cap put the stone back, it would be the same Gamora.
No.
It sounds like he found the Eureka, but I still don't find ways.
Because
where's your Eureka?
Here's the thing. Because here's the thing. Now Cap is arguing my fucking argument, but he still thinks he's arguing me. He's arguing himself now.
What are you talking
He's
about?
selectively hearing.
But you about to break it down.
He's selectively hearing what the fuck I'm saying.
Okay, I've repeated what you literally said word for word.
No, you repeated part of what I said.
What was the other part that I didn't hear then?
If she was still in that timeline when he put the fucking stone back and then fucking travel time to our time after he put the stone back.
And again,
it'll be the same one. Because it would still be in. You see how he's arguing a different argument?
No, you're saying the Gamora we got.
How did she get to this time if she never traveled?
The Gamora we got stuck with at the end of Endgame.
How did she get to this time if she never traveled, Joe?
Dude, she traveled before Cap put all the stones back.
And what did I say?
Once he put the stones back.
What did I say, Show?
Once he put the stone back. Well, after he put the stone back, she traveled.
Yes. If she would have
never left. Already here.
This is why it's called a fucking metaphor. Like, I'm trying to tell you, if this happened, she would be this. Not because this happened.
Okay, so that's where we're getting confused because
no.
Because I know it didn't happen.
I'm not getting confused.
All right, fine. That's where I'm getting confused because I know it didn't happen.
No. You are not confused, my friend. I know what's happening. No matter what I say, he needs to argue it. So he arguing himself now.
That is part of a show.
He's arguing himself.
If we agree,
if I took what he just said and played back the beginning of this argument, He will be clashing into himself.
No, it wouldn't, because
Yes, he would.
my theory, I still stand. She's from our fucking timeline in 2014, not a different universe, not a different fucking multiverse.
I got a question.
So now
I've
he's
never
the thing.
wavered on that.
It's the thing. They want to talk about they said things show in movies, right? Now I brought up something that they said and they explained. They spoon fed to us in the movie, the same movie that she came to us. Yo, now I understand. Show is the only one listening right now. Because Taquan's writing in his book his response already.
Yeah, he's gonna have some long.
Yeah, and Cap's already arguing my statement.
I'm not. Apparently we're not.
See, already look.
I disagree.
When Bruce Banner went to get the time stone from the Sorcerer Supreme back in Avengers 1,
That froze him.
she said, I can't let you take this because once you alter this timeline, a new branch emerges that can have horrific consequences on us.
Correct. Which
So now they took the stones from multiple different points in time. So after they took those stones, a new branch emerged.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
but
No,
we
no,
don't
go
know.
ahead.
Wait a minute.
I got it.
So they took the stone and now a new branch emerged. This is a different Gamora than the one we had.
Okay. Gotcha. Except she also explained that our timeline still continues to go. So those branches were irrespective of our timeline. And
The
if
line
you
is straight,
once
and
you
then
put them back, then the branches rejoin our timeline.
But what did he argue, Show?
That
She
Gamora,
wasn't there when
Yes,
they put
she
him
was.
back. She's from the broken part of the timeline.
no, dude, she's from our time.
2014.
You know what I'm saying, Show?
She's not from a broken part of the timeline.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Show?
I think I am. I was gonna ask you a question about that.
Go ahead.
Maybe to see if I understand.
You're saying that she's from that when they took the thing, it branched off, and she's from the branch. Am I close?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm saying that that's not what happened. That our timeline still continued, irregardless of the branch.
No.
And-
No. It has to go through the branch because that never happened in that timeline. War Machine and Nebula never went back in time in our timeline and took the stone.
That's not true. Otherwise, we wouldn't have it.
Scarlet Witch never went back in the timeline and took and sacrificed herself. That's when the branch happened, and we started living out in the branch. That's why when the Hulk said, if you go back in time and you kill your grandfather, you don't kill yourself, because when you're in the past, that is your new future. They have made a new future in the past.
You just
Where Gamora is now living in their new future. That is not the Gamora from the past.
you just answered my
No,
question.
that is literally the Gamora from the past.
No,
It's
they
her-
said it. Why is it when they say it, it don't make sense, but when you said they say it, it makes sense?
No, because that's not what he said.
That
He
is
said
exactly
you can't
what he said.
change. He didn't say you don't. He didn't say you fucking change. He said you can't change the fucking time. Not you personally changing.
His DBC rules, nigga.
The timeline has already happened, and they changed it. So once they changed it, boom, it
But
went
they
into a
didn't.
branch.
But they didn't change it.
Yes, they did.
They didn't because
When they did.
They
if they
changed
did,
the
they
Thanos
never-
would have
If
snapped.
they
in
never
that-
put the fucking stones back, that would have been a different timeline.
No, our time still remains.
For the people who went back in time, not for Gamora. Gamora didn't go back in time. That's not her future to go back in time. If time is written, and Gamora did what she did with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they went back in time and stole the fucking stone,
Okay.
and now she has no idea where the fuck anything is, and she's totally different. Guess what she didn't do? Experience life with the fucking Guardians of the
Yes.
Galaxy.
Yes.
So that's not. So that branched off. Am
No.
I right or wrong?
No,
or am I missing out on the fact that now all of a sudden she's chasing fucking Peter Quill
no.
and still teams up with him in the fucking jail after she went from 2014 to 2020?
I just said they took her from before she met the Guardians.
Right. That's what he
So
said.
the one that they took, the one that came
who's
to
the
us,
arguing show?
the one that came to
What
us
is my
never
argument
went
show?
with the Guardians in the first place.
What am I arguing, show?
You're arguing that Gamora in 2014 is the new Gamora, and that branch is the one that's going to continue.
She's the Gamora from that branch.
But she's not from a different branch.
Yes, she is, because guess what happens once they put that stone back? Everything that happened in Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Except this Gamora didn't live to those points. So when you put the stone back, she's still with us.
Branched off to a different timeline.
Dude.
Why is it so hard to understand?
So basically, they're not going to start back in 2014. They go from 2022 to 2014, and we're going to start living 2014.
So let me tell you something. This is what happened. Peter Quill stole the Power Stone.
Mm-hmm.
He became a wanted man from Yondu. Gamora wanted the Power Stone, and Rocket Raccoon and Groot wanted money. They went after Peter Quill. They all got arrested. They met Drax. They escaped the jail, and they went on a journey to go after Thanos or the accuser, because they knew that they had the Power Stone. None of that happened when they removed the Power Stone from that timeline, thus making a branch.
Okay. Now, what I'm saying is...
Oh, now, hold up. So now, when they put the Power Stone back and Peter Quill steals it, now that timeline is restored. So the branch that was created, because now Gamora never goes and looks for Quill because she wants the Power Stone, she's forced into this new time, is a branch.
Everybody there knows about the future except for Gamora. So
no, this is not the Gamora that we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or 2. This is a branched off Gamora.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Everybody knows except for her.
What I'm saying is this Gamora was taken from before the events of Guardians 1. So this Gamora...
You see what he's arguing, show?
Dude, this is what I've been saying from the beginning.
Go ahead.
Let him finish what? What argument is he? What is he fucking challenging the veracity of my conclusion? What is he saying that argues what I just told you?
Dude, but it's not a different timeline. They took her before she came back to us, or she came to us from before she even met Peter Quill.
Okay.
So she would have never met Peter Quill, right?
Yeah.
That's making a branch. That's making a branch.
But you agree with him.
But a branch in time is not a different multiverse.
No.
That we know of.
Dude, they said it in Loki.
Yeah.
That the Avengers only mess with time. And then in the end of, what do you call it? In the end of Ant-Man and the Quantumania, the Council of Kangs are saying that now we're starting to mess with the multiverse because of Spider-Man, because of Wanda, because of Doctor Strange.
They're starting to mess with the multiverse. Show, you saw Ant-Man, Quantumania, right?
Parts of it.
Where were they? The quantum realm. Where did they have to travel through to get through time? The quantum realm.
Yeah, where did they not have to travel to get to different multiverses? The quantum realm. That had nothing to do with getting into different multiverses.
What? If fucking Kang, 4 of them went through the fucking quantum realm and they dropped one of them off to keep them there forever, they kind of got to go through the quantum realm to go through the multiverse.
No, Kang deals with time.
Where is the TSA in the quantum realm? But all of those different variants of fucking Kang travel through the multiverse.
But again, through time. They dropped him off because he couldn't get out of that little fucking prison shit. And it's in the multiverse because that's where that Kang made, it's a place out of time. It's two separate things. The multiverse is different than the Infinity Stone saga, than the time shit.
I totally forgot my question. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Loki wasn't jumping around through different multiverses. He was just jumping through time.
That we know of.
Well, that's explained on the show.
But Kang also explained the same shit to fucking to Ant-Man's wife. Did he not lie to her?
No, he didn't lie to her.
He lied to her.
Loki's
About what?
About how he was stranded out here and all that other shit. When she touched the fucking thing, she saw the truth that he was going around conquering places and killing everybody.
No, yeah, but he never told her. He never said the opposite of that. He just said he was stuck here.
He lied to her.
That's not. I didn't get that. She saw a monster, and it wasn't that he lied. It was, holy shit, this motherfucker's a killer.
Word, he's a murderer. So if I totally, the question I was gonna ask is irrelevant now because I don't really think I understand it.
Say
what
it is.
I was gonna ask if she got killed in 2020 and they went back to 2014 to get somebody that's dead, then it has to be somebody new because this person is dead in the future.
Wait, all right. What we're all forgetting here is once the Soul Stone is replaced and the Soul Stone is back in Volmir or wherever it was, the dead stay dead, and all that shit that transpired is no longer relevant because the Soul Stone needs you need to replace a soul for a soul, and if it's back in that thing, then there's no it serves no fucking purpose. Like her death, she's not gonna come back to life. It's just she died for no reason at that point, essentially.
Okay.
Which now, in that branch timeline, she ain't dead. Thanos don't get the Soul Stone.
And that's what you're trying to get
she's
at.
not, dude. Okay. I don't know how else I could say it.
You can't, because I'm telling you the fucking facts.
It's not she didn't come from a branch timeline.
Yes, she did.
No, they went back.
I don't remember in 2014 in the Guardians of the Galaxy 1, they went to 2020 and got fucked up by Captain America.
They went back.
Did you see that in Guardians of the Galaxy 1
to get the Soul Stone? They went back in time to get the Soul Stone.
They went back in time to get the Soul Stone.
And Thanos came back with them.
And then Captain America put the Soul Stone back exactly before all that shit happened, right? The Thanos from that time is dead because he went into 2020. The Gamora from that time is gone because she went into 2020. You're telling me that's the same exact timeline that we saw? Or is that a branch now? Because they changed shit.
Dude,
because if you're going to tell me that's the same exact timeline that we saw from Guardians of the Galaxy 1 to 2 to Infinity Wars to Endgame, I'm sorry, you're mistaken.
No, all this is still our timeline.
It's our timeline, but it's not that timeline. That timeline has been branched.
No. It wouldn't have been branched.
Yes, it would have.
No.
The Gamora that exists in that time that fell in love with Peter Quill is gone at that time.
No, she
is no longer in 2014. No matter how you want to spin it. 2014 does not longer have Gamora. 2014 no longer has Thanos or his army. They've been dusted. Yes. They've been gone. Kaput.
But what is
Vamos.
Okay, but now we're gonna go back to what you said. The Hulk said you cannot change your past. Your past still remains, which means everything the Guardians went through still fucking happened.
How? If Gamora's not there?
Talk to the Hulk. That's what he said.
No.
That's why I don't like time travel.
Fucking Sorcerer Supreme said it. Why is it what? Because she's a woman, you don't take her word for this shit?
Dude.
The Hulk, no, listen. You just argued. The Hulk said you don't go back in time and change your future.
past.
But
You
when the
can't change your
Sorcerer
past.
Supreme, so when the Sorcerer Supreme says once you alter this timeline, a new timeline branches off. Now all of a sudden that's false.
No, but they pruned it when they put him back. They pruned all those timelines.
No, they didn't.
That's clearly what what Cap was doing.
So now that timeline don't exist no more. If they pruned it.
That's what Cap was doing, putting them back so they wouldn't split her out.
Yes, the other timelines. The timeline that they took the fucking so from where Gamora is not there. You can't bring back someone who's dead.
No shit. That's what I just said.
Yeah. So that's a branch timeline. Oh my God. Okay, how is it the same timeline if it doesn't have Thanos, if it doesn't have Gamora? Or it doesn't have the fucking army Thanos controlled? How is it the same? Because here's the thing. If you take something like the fucking picture, if you take Hulk Hogan out of it, that's not a picture of me and Hulk Hogan anymore. So this is another thing I'm talking about, because I know Show is sitting there going, no, wait, this makes sense. Because you took out Gamora, you took out Thanos, you took out the Soul Stone. The only thing you brought back was the Soul Stone.
Remember, Iron Man wiped out Thanos.
Not from the existence of time.
Well, so then your real argument is with the writers, because
you see how he's changing the argument?
No, there's no changing of the argument. They're still dealing with our time. All the events that have happened up until this point are still playing out in the fucking movies.
So the beginning of this was me questioning if this Gamora was our Gamora or a different Gamora from a different timeline or a different universe. Now I have to kill the writers.
Dude, they went back in time to get the Soul Stone. That's where she came from.
Did they? Because I didn't understand that part after you said it 70,000 times, and I already fucking told you that had nothing to do with what the fuck I'm saying. Either argue with me or stop arguing.
She can't be from a branch timeline if she came back from the same place that they came back from.
She came back from the same place that they came back from. I don't remember Peter Quill living in a fucking timeline without Thanos or fucking Gamora in it.
I'm talking about Rhodey and Nebula when they went to go get the fucking stone from Peter, the Power Stone. That's the timeline they came back from. The Nebula. So
when we killed Thanos and when we killed Thanos and his army, we just sent them back in time?
No, they wiped them from fucking existence.
Forever. So no one remembers Thanos, even though we gotta play with Thanos
fucking
attack.
So
what are you arguing then? It cannot be the same if it's different.
Rhodey?
Is it the same if it's different, Show?
Rhodey
Is it the same
Nebula,
if it's different?
Rhodey and Nebula went back in time.
You rewatch Endgame because I'm telling you exactly what happened in Endgame.
Dude, Rhodey went back in time with
from a
Nebula
different timeline, Show,
to get the Soul Stone. Not a different time, back in our time.
No. No one mentioned anything about Rhodey or Gamora or Nebula's timeline. This is about the branch that they created and that Nebula living in that branch timeline.
But what I'm talking about is Gamora came back with them from our fucking time. So she didn't come from the branch time. She came back with them.
Once she changed one thing of that timeline, it changed and branched. They said that in Endgame.
But she also said when you put the things back, it reverts back.
Yes, and did they put everything back?
Cap did.
So
he put Thanos and Gamora back in that timeline, Joe.
Thanos is already fucking dead.
He put. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Time out. Thanos is already dead though. But so you're saying that when Cap brought the Power Stone back, that Gamora and Thanos is back in that timeline, right?
No, that is not what I'm saying.
So it's a branch timeline.
It's not a branch. They clearly said when he puts them back, they prune the fucking branches.
They prune the branches. Okay, so what happens when he puts the stone back?
Our timeline goes back into one linear.
Okay, so but what happens in that timeline? Everything happens the same way, right? So Gamora goes and talks to Peter Quill, and Thanos still tries to collect some rings and beats the shit out of the Hulk and all that. That's what happens? Yes. Okay, so this 2014 Gamora is from a branch timeline because she can't exist in two places at once.
They
you cannot
clearly
exist
can.
in two places at once. She
They
can't
clearly
be in the
can.
past and the future at the same time.
But we saw the Avengers do that. They literally went back. Cap literally fought himself.
Yes, but he didn't. He didn't go to 2020 from 2014. He didn't. He wasn't the past of 2014 going to 2070 and living in 2014 and in 2017 simultaneously. There's only one Gamora in that timeline.
Because ours was already dead.
That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Dude, but we literally saw Cap fight himself.
No. That has nothing to do with this argument either.
You just said she can't be at two places at once.
She can't.
But we just saw them do two places.
No. You saw a future and a past fucking Captain America.
Okay, so that's a past Gamora.
Okay, yes. The past Gamora is now living in our future.
Yes.
I get what he's saying.
Yes.
There's no more past Gamora.
Yes.
Gamora.
That's like saying if I moved from New York to New Jersey, I can't live in New York and New Jersey at the same time. I'm in Jersey now.
That's the first. Yeah.
So here you go.
That's the first thing we agree on.
Yes. Okay, good. Now you're going to agree on this. So when they fix the timeline, there's a different Gamora now. Because this Gamora lives in the future. This is a variant of Gamora that shouldn't exist in time.
Yes. Again,
Please
we know that this is a different Gamora, and she's only different from time, not from a different universe. That's what
she comes from a branch timeline because when they fixed it, she still exists, and you can't exist in two times as the same person. You can be a future, a past, and a present. You cannot be the past and the present at the same time.
But Vin,
there will be two of them.
They pruned the timelines, and
so
then
she shouldn't exist.
The Hulk said
she shouldn't exist.
Why shouldn't she exist?
Because you're about to say the Hulk said you can't change your past and this is your new future, right? So if Gamora went from 2014 to 2020 and that's her new future, she never existed. That Gamora never existed in 2015, 16, 17, or 18 or 19. She went from 2014 to 2020.
But that doesn't mean
that when they fix it, everything stood the same. So there has to be a different Gamora living in 16, 17, 18, 19 doing what they did. So this Gamora that went from 2014 to 2020 is from a branch fucking timeline that they created because they took the stone.
Vin, Vin. The Gamora that exists now with us, the Gamora that exists now with us, it has nothing to do with the past, with the Gamora that was with the Guardians all the way up until this point. So it's not a branch timeline.
So there's twin Gamoras.
No, because Gamora is already dead. Our Gamora is already dead.
How is the 2014 Gamora that didn't die until after Peter Quill already fucking took the Power Stone and gave that shit to the Collector, and Thanos had to go get 4 other stones. She didn't die until then, which was years after they got the Power Stone.
Yes.
How is she already dead before they got the Power Stone if she's living before they got the Power Stone and she came from the past before the Power Stone and in the future? How is she dead then? How is she simultaneously living in the past, the future, and dead?
Okay. The Gamora,
as one person. Multiple people, I get it. Because you have a past Gamora, you have a future Gamora, you have a dead Gamora. But you cannot have a past Gamora that's living in the future that's dead before she was the past.
We've already established that this is a different Gamora. We're just trying to figure out from when. And I'm saying it's not a different timeline or a fucking branch universe or a multiverse.
Oh, it's a twin. This is a twin Gamora that no one knew about.
No, it's a past.
Dude,
they explained it? Because I'm pretty sure I used the movie logic to explain how I'm right.
We've already explained that the branch timelines get fixed once you put everything back.
So Gamora should be dead. Gamora should have fucking disintegrated.
Tony didn't fucking disintegrate her.
No, she should have been disintegrated and went back in time.
Wow, none of that was supposed to happen.
She was taken from that time.
Dude, that's not part of the rule set they put out.
Yes, it is.
It's not part of the rules that they put out.
Yes, it is. Yes, listen, I understand you write the rules, But I'm telling you what's happening for real.
Dude, I didn't. Okay, go ahead, show. Because this is
No,
My question is, if they doing that with Gamora, why they can't do that with Iron Man? Why they can't just go to 2014 and find?
Because
Iron
in
Man
2014, Iron Man's dead in 2020.
No, I'm just giving you because it's the
No,
same.
that's what I'm saying. If you go back in time, Iron Man is dead now.
But he's dead now, so you could go back in the past when he was
Not
alive.
according to Cap. Because they fixed the timeline. You see how idiotic that shit sounds?
But that's what they're doing with
that
Gamora.
is not. You're mischaracterizing
That's
what
what
the
he's
fuck I'm
saying.
saying.
No,
That is what
you are.
So they
You
bought
are
2014 Gamora. That's what he's saying.
no. So I'm explaining this to you, and I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm saying.
I understand both of you.
Because Cap's not arguing what I'm saying. He's making his own shit up.
Okay, I'm making my own shit up now.
All right. You know what? We all agree Guardians of the Galaxy 3 sucks. No reason to watch it.
He's all right. Can I
We saw her time travel, but Cap fixed time. So now what?
So now she's stuck here.
She's stuck here. So there's no longer a Gamora in 2014.
That already happened.
It already happened that there's no longer a Gamora in 2014.
No. The events in 2014 already happened.
All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to ask a question. You're going to answer the question. Don't change the subject. There is no longer a Gamora in 2014.
Incorrect.
Okay, so now the Gamora now is from 2014.
Correct.
So how many Gamoras from 2014 are there?
One. Bro.
One they brought back.
Two. There's two.
So the Gamora now is from a branch timeline.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Where's the second 2014 Gamora? She's gonna continue to live her life.
No, she had already lived up to the point she died.
20. Okay.
That's a fixed point. That doesn't change.
But she died after she came to the future.
No matter what.
She died. She died before. I mean, she died after she came to the future. So this Gamora that's with us didn't die with Thanos.
Yeah, we know that.
Because she's from a branch timeline.
No, she's from our past.
That branched off to a new timeline.
It did, but it didn't.
Yes, it did. Because this is Gamora's future now.
Okay,
listen
you know how I can tell you?
Our past was Gamora died, right?
That's still
Gamora's
happened.
past was she died, and now our futures we're with Gamora, and Gamora never died. That sounds like a branch timeline to me.
No, because the events of the movie still happened as they played out. Nothing branched off. Nothing changed for us.
It branched off. See, this is what he doesn't understand. The minute you change time, a branch happens, and you're living in that branch because you altered time. Even if you fix it, you have altered time. So what happened when you were there was altered. You fixed it, and now it goes linear again. If you take something from that altered time, that thing is from a timeline that may not exist anymore, from a branch of time.
But
they didn't take the Gamora that was living in that time.
But it's not a different branch, because that branch, if the branch doesn't exist, it's not a branch.
The branch exists because the minute they took the fucking stone, it was created.
But they put it back and it erased.
Yes.
I gotta admit,
so it doesn't exist.
So a man-made lake. We make the lake. I take a pebble from the lake. If you drain the lake no longer exists, but I still got the pebble. Is the pebble not from that lake?
Yeah, but it's not from a new lake.
It is if you just made the lake. See?
What?
No. Here's the thing. We're going back to how Cap likes to argue. What was the first fucking thing I said in that analogy, show?
If you made a new lake.
So it's not a new lake if you make a new lake?
No, we already established that lake is now man-made. So once you take from it and drain it, if you put more water in it, that's not a new fucking lake.
I love this guy. You see that? Now all of a sudden there's new water in it.
All right, so
I don't remember ever saying that. You see how he makes his own he makes his own fucking things.
That's not how what I understood though.
No.
Look,
what did I say, Joe? No. Because
said-
you're changing the aspects of this conversation.
I'm gonna tell you
What
exactly
did
you said.
what did I say, Show?
Okay, so don't put the
No,
water.
no, no. We're talking to Show now. What did I
If
say,
there's a
Show?
lake and you take a pebble and you take the water out the lake, is this pebble not from the lake?
Yes.
Or is it from a new lake? That's what you
No,
said.
no, no, no. I said, isn't that pebble still from that lake?
And he said, yeah, it's from the same lake, not a new lake. Correct? That was your answer?
What did I say?
Then after that, you said you're making up your own rules. That's not what I said.
Thank you.
I didn't say it was
I
a new
spoke
lake.
about one lake that was made, a pebble was taken, and the lake was drained. I didn't say nothing about no new lake. I didn't say nothing about 2017. The lake was made by forged fire and all that other shit. I just said we made a lake. I took a pebble from the lake. They drained the lake. This pebble's still from the lake.
From the lake. But if you throw that pebble in another lake,
Now
that's
that pebble
the
belongs
from-
to another lake, but it's
from
still
that lake.
from the other lake.
correct.
So
2014.
when you make a branch in time, and you take someone from that branch in time, and you erase the branch in time, they're still from that branch in time,
Okay.
even though the branch don't exist no more.
Okay, yes, 100%. I agree. Here's again what I'm gonna say. They didn't branch the timeline off, and then she came. She came from that point they went to, which means the
Sure.
branch happened after she came to us,
No,
not before.
no. They came to him after the after the 2014 nebula synced with the 2020 nebula, and they fucking heard that they went back in time to take the stones. And then Thanos goes, "Oh, I got all the stones. I completed my mission." Did we forget that? Or
Yeah,
are we
but
just assuming that the minute they took the stones, they went into the future?
But that's
remember,
not.
shit
But
happened.
that's still in our time.
No. That's a branch because that didn't happen in that timeline. Yes, it happened to the people who went back in time because that's their future. But the people in that time, that never happened.
But
Because time has already been said.
But she
You
never.
understand what I'm saying, Joe?
But she never lived in an alternate. She never lived in an alternate time. For
The
her,
minute
that's
they
the
changed
exact.
it, the
That
minute they
timeline was
changed it,
altered
that
when they
altered
switched
that timeline was altered. Thank you.
Yeah,
But-
but it's Thanos. Soon as Thanos got
But,
the
all right,
information, that was
the
altered
events.
timeline.
The events that would have been different and offset would have come after she came to us.
No,
Yeah, because that's
because listen, I don't remember Nebula going, "Oh, I remember a fucking Nebula from the future possessing me," in any of these movies. I don't remember Peter Quill going back to the ship with a fucking shiner in his fucking face. I don't remember fucking Thanos traveling time to kill the entire fucking universe. Because what I remember was he wanted to take half. It was not personal. It was to save the rest of the fucking universe.
yes, all that still happened.
No,
COVID-19.
But it
not
did
in that
happen.
new branch. Because their new future, which happened after they synced up with Nebula, and they found out that someone came from the past, came from the future to alter the past. That's a new timeline.
But that's
Cap, if you tell me that Infinity War, fucking Thanos knew that he went back to the fucking future twice and died, you're full of shit.
first off, I'm not going to say that because that's clearly not what the fuck happened.
But that's what you're arguing.
That is not what I'm arguing.
Yes, you are, because you're saying they knew this shit already.
No, I'm saying we.
I don't
Not
give a shit
they.
about we. I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you what happened.
I gotta watch the movie again because y'all confused the shit. out of me.
Show, but you even admitted they made a new fucking timeline. They altered the timeline when they're back in time.
When they spoke to Thanos and changed what he was doing originally, that's the change in the timeline.
And that makes it a branch, whether they erase it or not. But that Gamora now was in that branch. It was in the altered timeline.
Does that Thanos get to the future after
Yes.
he dies?
Not Thanos died in the future.
Okay, so see, it is possible.
No, but see, here's where this is why I fucking hate time travel. Because that Thanos, regardless of what the fuck happens in Endgame, that Thanos still goes on to Infinity War, collects all the stones, and then snaps half the people out, and then dies at the beginning of Endgame. all that still happens.
Not that Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos from 2014.
The Thanos, when they fix it, does that. This Thanos is dead.
But they took a,
This shit is fucking Sancocho.
yo, that's why time travel fucking sucks.
Yeah, they said that. They could use that as an excuse any day. That's what I'm saying. They could go get Iron Man whenever the fuck they want. I'm gonna go get. They could kill anybody and go get them. They could kill 2014 Gamora and go get 2013 Gamora. Kill 2013 Gamora and go get 2012 Gamora. We bored. Let's go get 2011 Gamora. Like it's a little boring. Like
Yeah, but it,
easy.
Because you know what this Gamora hasn't done yet? Show? Died.
She
in
has a
Sacrifice of the Soul
surprise
Stone.
for her? Okay.
This
But we knew
Gamora
that.
didn't die in Sacrifice of the Soul Stone.
but we knew that.
No, because what you said was they erased the branches. So this
Yeah.
Gamora should have died because she died from the Soul Stone. So this is a different Gamora from a branch.
It's not a one. I've never.
Because here's the
one-
thing: if
hold
this
on, no,
Gamora,
no, no.
if no, that Thanos still got all the stones, how did he get the stones if he didn't sacrifice that Gamora?
Dude, one, I've said from the beginning, we've already established that we agree that this is
We
not
established a lot of
this is a different Gamora.
Correct.
We're that part we agree on. It's the
No, we
when and
don't.
why.
Apparently,
No, the when and why we don't agree on.
You
The
said
fact that this is a different
2014.
Gamora, we both agree on.
no, we don't. Apparently,
We all agree it's 2014 Gamora, right?
Yeah,
no.
You got
Hey,
confused?
I'm saying it's a different branch.
but I'm saying it's not. She's just from our time past.
If you took her out of that time, she can't exist in that time.
But clearly she can.
No, she can't. And the only way she can is if she's from a different branch of that timeline.
No, from whose rules? That's not the rules they set in the movie.
Yes, it is.
That is not the rules they set in the movie.
What the fuck did the goddamn fucking Sorcerer Supreme say?
If you alter the time,
That if you take the stone, the fucking shit branches off, and once you put them back, it goes back to normal.
Yeah, but if you took something from that time and don't put it back,
But they
it's a
put it
branch
back.
fucking time.
No,
They put Gamora back.
the stones.
No,
She
no,
was
no, no,
talking
no,
about
no,
the
no, no.
stones,
She was
not-
talking about. She was talking about the stone was general. Anything you do in the past. Anything you do in the past. That's why Cap couldn't be found with the other with his new suit. That's why he had to wear the old suit. That's why Hulk had to act like a mindless fucking freak, and no one realized it from the fucking future.
So
If they changed anything from the past, they branch a timeline, not just the stones.
So then again, your
Because
true
if they
argument.
didn't change, if them taking Gamora doesn't change fucking Gamora's existence, then there's multiple Gamoras in that one timeline.
Okay. Again, one, we agree that it's a different Gamora. Two, your true argument is then with the
See how
writer.
he's changing my argument?
No, I'm not changing your argument. What I'm saying
He
is
just told me what my argument was.
no. I'm not saying what your argument is. I'm
Saying
saying
Didn't he just say
person.
what
The
your
person
true
in
argument
argument.
is?
No, the person.
He's
the
no.
argument is
So
with
don't
the
change
writer.
it for him. Don't go back in time and take the time stone. What did he say? Your true argument is
with the
No,
writers
with the
who are continuing the story
nope.
from the points we all know.
Yeah,
Is what I
great.
said
And
even
all
earlier
I
in the
did
podcast.
was ask a question. I'm not arguing with the writers. I want to see if the writers answer the question. But y'all
I'm-
people over here talking about they already answered it when I just
Yeah.
debunked you.
But what I'm saying is they might not fucking do it because they think they already answered it. So we might get how the dynamics changed, but we might not get, hey, she's from this fucking shit specifically.
We'll
Because
get
they
you.
think they might have already answered it from Endgame, which
Gotcha.
is what I said fucking 30 minutes ago.
No, I answered it.
So should
You was arguing different arguments.
should they do a recap or something to refresh everybody?
No, what they should do is
Because apparently they got it wrong.
what they should do is just this is the fucking story they're telling. It doesn't tie into anything. This is just a fucking singular story.
But people are gonna be wondering, what year is this? Gamora's alive? Is this in the past?
You're only really wondering that if you didn't watch Endgame?
Some people don't care either. I mean, I wouldn't care if I saw Iron Man back. Like it doesn't bother me. It's a movie, bro. Matter of fact, that's the one thing that I actually read or heard about, that time travel was gonna mess up everything because they're gonna be able to use that as an excuse whenever they need to.
Dude, time travel was the worst. I mean, it's the worst idea they could have fucking came up with.
It's a scapegoat.
Because now we have an argument here on this stupid shit, which we shouldn't have even been arguing about.
Why not?
There's other questions about where the fuck Cap is. Was Cap just watching the world get fucked up? Or did he go to a different fucking timeline?
We need 3 hours of content. Let y'all continue to be confused. We need a show.
It's not a show when we just start arguing.
It's arguing to y'all. It sounded entertaining to us. I guess since y'all brothers,
it's entertaining. Look at our faces. Do we look entertained?
That's what I'm saying. To y'all must have took it serious, but we I understand both of y'all. I didn't think it was an argument.
I have no problem with Taquan and everybody else being wrong.
Correct.
Yeah.
We will find
all
out
I'm saying is when you come out of the theater and they didn't address the thing you wanted them to address.
That's not all you're saying. If that's all you were saying, we wouldn't have had the fucking hour and a half long conversation about the shit.
And what we would have done for an hour and a half?
Made fun of you.
That's not as fun. Nah. Y'all continue to talk about Gamora in 2014 and whether she brought her cousin with her pocketbook and all that good shit. Y'all keep breaking it down to me. Y'all giving me hope that Iron Man is going to show up from 2014 as well. And start a new life.
I don't know why you have that hope.
I mean, they got their Gamora.
What do they need to time travel, Show?
I'll
tell you. They need pen particles. Okay. Those shits are not just floating around.
Sure, they could find it somehow.
Wait, what was your question?
My question?
Yeah, what was where did this pen particle shit come from?
Because I was saying they could. It gives you hope because if they could bring dead Gamora back, they could always bring dead Iron Man back from 2014 or somewhere. I'm giving you a year. I don't know if he was dead in 2014.
See, but the thing is, if they're gonna bring back Iron Man, it's gonna be from a multiverse, from another universe, not from the past, and it's probably gonna be a different actor. Everybody wants to see Tom Cruise's Iron Man.
Ew, he's 5'5".
He was the original pick.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, him
as Iron Man. People have.
You would like it? Like you would be cool with that?
I mean, if Tom Cruise brings the acting he does in the Mission Impossible movies, yeah.
Bro.
He would be a good Tony Stark.
They hit a home run.
No, they did.
There's nothing they could have done. Tom Cruise, there's nothing he could have done to make that role better. It was perfected. It's just, that man did a hell of a job. Like, I think Tom Cruise would have, I can't even imagine his voice. I am man. With the fucking Tom Cruise voice? Nah, with the face, the hair droopy right here? Nah, I'm good.
But in all honesty, I would rather have other people be introduced the same way that you would introduce Iron Man. Like, if you're gonna do multiverse shit, I would introduce Blue Marvel, introduce some mutants, introduce people that wouldn't be in your movies going forward, but at least you said you had them. You know,
just make frivolous movies.
No, just have those cameos in it, because in all actuality, the next Iron Man is going to be Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four.
That's signed.
Yeah,
Signed.
they're doing the Fantastic Four what next year?
I
the Iron
think
Man.
2025.
Well, I'm talking about Iron Man. I'm talking about the smart guy, the next smart guy, genius level
Okay,
person is going to be Reed Richards.
I thought he was the next Iron Man. I was
The
like,
next
word?
Iron Man is Ironheart from Black Panther.
Or Spider-Man.
And or Spider-Man. But then again, Spider-Man doesn't have the technology, so there's Spider-Man turned into Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I mean, he could be the. So Ironheart could be the gadgets. Reed Richards could be the brains, and Spider-Man could take that emotional part of that Iron Man had.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So basically, everything's gonna be new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to, but
that's good. Y'all not gonna know shit that's happening. So we all gonna be.
And this is why I asked for a little bit of explanation. Something. Give me something that's gonna explain something. Explain the Celestials. Explain what happened with Gamora. Explain something. You know what I'm saying? Like you in outer space. Talk about that fucking the frequency that you heard when Shang-Chi activated the rings.
Yeah.
Talk about the fucking cosmic power that Miss Marvel has. That universe or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with you 100%. The Marvels, Captain America 4, all the movies going forward can and should do a little bit of that. But this movie is not. This movie's a personal fucking story. It's got nothing to do with all the other shit. That's the problem we keep running into, like I mentioned earlier, is we keep trying to tell personal stories while trying to remind us that this is a larger fucking tapestry that it's in. And it doesn't fucking work because a personal story that has nothing to do with anything else. The minute you start adding other shit to it, you deviate from the story you're telling, and then makes the story you're telling fucking fall flat.
Personal story. I understand what you're saying.
They told us personal story between Peter Quill.
That doesn't add to the main story.
Yeah, that didn't affect the main story.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know something about this movie that I'm not gonna say here because I don't want to ruin anything for you guys.
You can ruin it for me, but not
fucking Gamora's a fucking vegan.
She's a whore.
Good.
Go ahead. He muted himself.
All right. This movie is really about Rocket Raccoon. This is a personal story about Rocket and his life and his upbringing and all that. All the other shit is going to be irrelevant to learning about what the fuck, why Rocket is the way he is. And then the aftermath of the immediacy of what the team did following Thor and Endgame.
And that's what I was going to tell you. It feels like this story is not going to be a future story, like a continuation. It's going to be
this is an ending.
Okay. I understand. So
he's not even looking at the.
All right,
you're good. All right, so fuck it. Gamora's gonna die again, and they're gonna cut her head off like fucking Thor. Oh shit, he muted himself. I mean, you unmuted? You hear that? My bad.
What?
Wrong.
I'm surprised you don't have drops for everybody.
That's a great idea. Get some funny sayings for each show, comic, sports.
Yeah,
I'll try to look into it.
Just like having anytime we say something weird, just have calves like, oh, that's too cute.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does have most of us. He has me. He has Krills. He needs to get you. He got a couple of me. Fuck you too.
That was you?
too.
Yeah. That's me.
I swear to God, I thought that was some random shit he got off the internet.
Nah, that's me. Fuck you too.
Okay, good night, yo.
You my friend. You gotta.
You're my friend, bro.
You
gotta get it together.
You gotta get it together. Everybody knows you're my friend, bro. We gotta get it together. We gotta get more Krill's clips when he's here on Wednesdays.
Word.
Get him to say stuff.
I gotta get Hoach. Let's cut the crap.
Yo, did you see the video I sent you of a quarterback practicing? Oh,
the one throw.
Ooh, that's all you needed to see. You saw how smooth it looked in transition.
He didn't even look where he was throwing. He just fucking threw it.
I don't need to look. Discount double check.
My man Aaron Rodgers said he's gonna set the fucking Intel record. He's gonna have the true Jets legacy quarterback.
Bro, that's the first time I saw that receiver actually catch something.
Garrett Wilson?
Smoothly.
You never seen Garrett Wilson catch something? He was one of our best. He was rookie of the year.
He was the best receiver you had.
I'm lying. I thought he got traded too. No, I thought somebody wanted him for whatever. Aaron Rodgers or whatever deals we made.
They want him.
We ain't giving him.
Word. That's where you get the.
You too. Don't get so confident. We gave up 2 of our stars fucking cornerbacks. We gave up Revis. We gave up Adams. Everybody leaves.
Not now. Not now.
Man, Adams would be nasty on this team.
Wait until next year when Rodgers leaves.
I think we get in 2 years from him. Hopefully he stays like Brady.
No, the minute there's a rough patch, he's gonna look for a quiet room and a dark room and bow out.
It might be this year. One little trip up. You know we can't play.
All right, you're gonna start 0-3, and that's it. He's gonna give up.
0-3. That's a good fucking record.
0 wins and 3 losses, a good record
for the Jets. Hell yeah,
better than 0-4.
Word. Which is what eventually we usually end up doing. Yo, it feels so good to actually have some kind of hope. And then, oh no, we suck again.
Oh no, we suck again.
Fucking first play intro. Ew. Oh no.
Oh no, we suck again.
And then the Jets are just gonna be.
That's the worst, bro. One fuck up, but everybody fucks up. Nobody knows how to play. The coach don't know how to coach. The quarterback doesn't know how to quarter. Nothing. CJ Mosley, the best fucking middle linebacker, doesn't know how to play. But go ahead, change the subject. My bad.
So, show.
Yes, sir.
Is this the last time we're gonna see the Guardians of the Galaxy?
As is, I think so. From my inside information over here. It's not because the people that are making money want it that way. It's just the people in the movies don't want to be there no more. So they're gonna either have to recast it, which is not gonna look the same. And it's gonna look corny. It's gonna look like fake Razor and fake fucking Diesel. Like, man, this is corny. But at the same time, you never know. They might hit a home run. They recasted 2.5 Men, and I like the second version.
So what you saying? Really? Because that killed the show.
Hey, that is true. Nobody could replace Charlie Sheen.
I mean, not Ashton Kutcher.
Dude, there's been different variations of the Guardians team. So I mean, they could just by the end of this, we could just get a brand new team.
They don't really have to change Rocket. It's a teddy bear.
Yeah, I mean, get a different guy who could do the voice.
Yeah. Oh, the guy that doesn't want to do the voice either? We can't do shit around here.
I'm just saying, if Bradley Cooper leaves, then you just get somebody who sounds like Bradley Cooper. That's literally what they did for Red Skull. They just got somebody to come in to put on the skull mask and do a Hugo Weaving's voice.
That's what they're gonna resort to when they want to make money, because usually it's about money. We're gonna make money. Fuck it. Hire these people.
Shit, they got to come up with something better because Ant-Man didn't make no type of money.
Hey.
Ant-Man Quantumania was, I think, one of the biggest losses Marvel's ever had.
Is there a reason for that? Was the movie really that bad?
It was an Ant-Man movie, but there was a lot of shit they skimmed over, a lot of shit that didn't make sense. And then your big bad gets his ass whooped by Ant-Man.
Can't get him over right.
All they needed to do was change the ending to where Kang leaves and leaves Scott stuck in the fucking quantum realm. Now Kang's on the loose, Scott's stuck, and we're like, oh shit, shit's about to go down.
And you probably would take a remake, but that would take more money. We already lose money.
That shit's already gone. Just keep going and tell the story right. From now on.
I mean, they did do, wasn't it a fantastic, what was the movie that they did one and they was like, nah, we don't like that. Let's do it again. Was it Fantastic Four?
Well, so Fantastic Four, they did one back in like 1994 or the early 90s where they literally just made it to keep the rights. So they spent like $250 on it. It was fucking dumb as shit. The costumes looked dumb, and they never released it. Although I've seen it on bootleg. I don't know if you remember watching it.
Yeah, I remember. It was stupid.
They kept the rights, and then they tried to do the remake with like they did the two that we know. They tried to do the remake with the Michael B. Jordan and Miles Teller, and the studio fucked that one up. So
that movie like Green Hornet. The beginning of it was dope. And then they introduced Steel Man and called him Dr. Doom.
Yeah. What's funny is the beginning of it is Frank what the fuck is his name? The original director they had doing it. The first part of the movie is the movie he was making. And then the rest of it was the studio freaking out and going, nope, change this, put this here, do this shit.
We don't like it. Go back. Okay. You know what?
So that movie and all the X-Men movies. There's like 7 fucking reboots for X-Men.
So they could do a reboot for Ant-Man. It's okay to redo it.
Well, the difference with them is that's Sony.
You can't reboot the third movie in this. You can't just be like, hey, the first two were good. We're just gonna remake the third one.
What they can do is
give you a fourth one and say sorry.
No, not even a fourth one. Just the next time we see Kang, it's either a different version of Kang or they retell what happened, and people are like, that's not what happened. Like, yeah, but this is what the fuck we're telling you. So eat a dick.
They did it with Suicide Squad. We fucked up the first time.
Yeah, but that was DC. They fucked everything up. And yo, dude, the Titans suck. I saw the first 2 seasons of the Titans, and I'm like, this is bearable. I got through 3 episodes of this new season in 8 weeks. 8 weeks I've been watching this fucking show. 3 episodes. I can't stand. I was like, yo, dude, I'm gonna smash my face in a fucking window. I don't know why this bitch is wearing white. I don't know why the fuck this clone of Superman's bald, and I don't give a shit. All these fuck off. They took the movie Tenacious D, took out Jack Black, and put in the fucking the Teen Titans, and that's season 3 or 4, whichever season they want to say this bullshit is. That's the season of Teen Titans.
They added the to the bearable.
Word.
Fuck out of here. 3 episodes. I'm good.
Never again.
You better hope it's not like fucking Wanda. Vision. If you would have gave up, I gave up on the third episode.
Dude,
WandaVision gets better.
WandaVision was great. I loved the first 3 episodes.
I didn't understand that. You guys probably did.
Well, it made it dope because it was something different. It was like, yo, what's happening? Because it made you think, like, wait, what's going on? Is she stuck? Is someone did someone trap her there? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a mystery, and then you see it's like, oh, okay, this is what's happening.
This bitch is holding on to everything.
Word.
For 2 kids that ain't even hers.
Yeah, the X-Men, you want to talk about fucking up time travel. 10 years from now, we're going to go back in time 50 years from some shit that never happened.
Word. 10 years ago, I didn't exist, but I do now.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier didn't stick with you. Why? Because there's too many black people in it, Taquan? You didn't believe that?
Taquan, that was a good show to me.
Yeah, I liked it.
I was up there in the good tier to me. Because there's some shows that I was like, whoa. And that wasn't one of them. That was one of the ones I remember telling you I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That wasn't how you call this? That shit from Star Wars.
The Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, the Book of Boba Fett. That wasn't that. That shit got boring after 1 episode. Pew.
Yo, we was like, yo, this is supposed to be the baddest motherfucker. What
the fuck is he doing?
What the fuck is this?
They completely bitched him out.
Whose man's is this?
If you can choose any celebrity to see get tackled, who would it be?
To get tickled? You want him tackled or tickled? I mean, you could tackle and then tickle him.
That's a weird question.
Word.
But I'll answer. If I could tickle Tom Cruise
to see get tickled.
Oh, Tom Cruise?
I don't know. That's your choice.
I'll tickle him.
You want to see that. I would like that. Is it Tom Cruise? Is the answer to your question Tom Cruise, Emma?
Yeah, he said it like he was on fucking Family Feud. Like, we surveyed 100 people. Name the top 3 celebrities you like to see get tickled. Tom Cruise?
Is it Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise up there?
Number 1 answer. Bing.
Good answer. It's funny. I would like to tickle Tom Cruise. No, this is who do you want to see get Who do you want to see get tickled? Tom Cruise? I mean, you can pick him. You can pick him.
Can I pick him?
He's like, wait, I picked who I want to tickle. Can I pick him to see who I want to see get tickled? Shit.
Nah. If I'm gonna be doing the tickling, I need to change that. That's the how it is.
Who you want, Tom Cruise?
Watching is too different.
Shit, Michael Jai White.
Oh man, you ain't surviving that tickle. You ain't surviving that tickle.
You see him. I'm not tickling that motherfucker. If I was tickling somebody, it would be any one of the divas from WWE. But if I'm watching somebody, it gotta be Michael Jai White. I want to see that big motherfucker. I want to see if he's ticklish.
Shit, I'll tickle Gamora.
Word. But you know I like green chicks, so shut up.
I know.
She said Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber?
He's still alive? Daquan said Samuel L. Jackson. Damn. Samuel L. Jackson's too old to get tickled. Gophie's in the building. We live, baby. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was good, but WandaVision was so different that coming after it, it just felt like the same old shit. Solid. Oh, okay, all right. So you just didn't like that it came after it. You was expecting them to keep the same vibe. Do you agree Justin Bieber's a good choice? He's so arrogant.
You see, Emma, you picking people to tickle because you don't like them. I thought you would pickle somebody. You would tickle somebody you want to
pickle somebody's tickle.
Listen, you want to pickle somebody's tickles?
Kofi, what celebrity would you tickle? Would you want to watch get tickled?
Oh man, Savannah.
Franklin from Snowball might be a good new king. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Franklin from Snowfall. He want to see get tickled.
You want to tickle Franklin for Snowball?
That's how he acts.
Word.
Joe was like, yo, he reminds me of you so much. So
Hell yeah, that's how Toad would handle a fucking situation. Just let me handle it like I do everything else.
Goofy wants to see the Rock get tickled.
Oh shit, that's a man. Somebody's getting elbowed. That's a big dude to tickle.
Word.
Stop it.
The people's back elbow.
Hell yeah. This is a fucking slap. That guy is 6'8", 6'9". Don't let it fool you because he's a sweetheart on TV. That guy will slap the shit out of you. He used to play football.
He's 6'6", but
hey.
He wasn't very good at it, so I don't think you have to worry too much.
Hey. Good thing he wasn't. We needed him.
Who's we?
The WWE Universe.
Not me.
He thinks that's the day that the WWE died. SummerSlam, 1996.
Survivor Series, 1996. The minute they introduced Rocky Maivia, wrestling died that day.
You really... So you don't think that the Attitude Era saved the business? Which ended up with him.
The Attitude Era didn't save anything, considering the fact that the Attitude Era was simultaneously co-opted from what WCW was doing with the NWO and what ECW has been doing for years before that.
True.
So the NWO saved WWE.
WWE did exactly what everybody says Elvis did. They saw other people doing shit and they started doing it, and just because they were a bigger name, it became popular.
That's crazy. The NWO killed and grew. Killed the WCW and grew the WWE.
Don't get it twisted, show. Vince Russo and AOL killed WCW.
I thought trying to separate the companies in NWO.
By that time, there was really no NWO. It was New Blood versus the Legends or some shit like that.
Everybody else. So.
Yeah. At that time, there wasn't really an NWO. Everybody wanted to talk about NWO killed WCW. They didn't do it. WCW was still thriving when there was the Wolfpack, the Latino World Order, the NWO, the Yellow NSYNC, the Blue WO, all them shits.
It's the
still
new
thriving.
New buys are like, we don't want to deal with this.
It's one of those things where people change history and forget the other 10 years that happened after the NWO. WCW did not die because of the NWO. They died because of Vince Russo and AOL. AOL did not want wrestling on their channel.
Get rid of it.
Yep.
I don't understand why Eric Bischoff didn't just buy it from them.
Eric Bischoff tried to buy it. He wanted to buy it, but Vince McMahon came in with that, I got that good money. Because I think Eric Bischoff was going to buy it for $3 million, and Vince McMahon bought it for like 5 or 6.
Shit. Match it or leave it. I heard he didn't buy the archives or nothing. He just bought the name.
No, he bought everything. That's why in the network you could watch WCW pay-per-views.
Okay.
They wanted to buy TNA just because of the archive.
To ruin it.
So that way when they go AJ Styles is a legend, they can show AJ Styles matches from TNA. Because if you ever notice, anyone outside of WWE, they show pictures of them when they were younger, but they never show any footage from their other matches in Japan or in other organizations.
With the exception of Muda, they showed.
Yeah, because Muda was never in the WWE.
Yeah. I mean, you got no choice.
That was also wrong also. They didn't start booking them. Like, Kevin Nash was a booker and he did that shit with Goldberg, but Hulk Hogan had creative control. But the thing was, the story with Hulk Hogan was going to take the title from Jeff Jarrett and go, none of y'all motherfuckers deserve this shit, and leave. and then we're gonna do a tournament for a brand new WCW World Champion. And then Hogan was gonna come back and go, "You didn't win this for me, so you're not the true champion." Then you're gonna have the interim champion that won the tournament versus Hulk Hogan. It's gonna be like a final boss shit because they wanted to spend at least 3 months to bring the WCW title back to prestige. Because at that point, fucking Vince Russo had it, David Arquette had it, Medusa had, like, everybody had that title, and it was a joke. So that was their plan. But Vince Russo was like, "Fuck that! I don't want Hogan to be champion." And Hogan's like, "Yo, this is what we're doing." And he pulled the, "I got creative control" shit. Like, this is the plan. Even Eric Bischoff was like, "This is the plan." And that's when Vince Russo told Jeff Jarrett to lay down. And that's when Hogan was like, "This is why your company's going to shit."
You're basically fucking up the belt that I'm trying to bring back to
Yeah.
prestige, you idiot.
Yep. And ever since then, because Booker T was champion, but they didn't have it was Booker T and Scott Steiner and Jeff Jarrett. They had the weakest people for that title.
Wasn't it Jeff Jarrett's plan to lay down?
No.
He was told?
Vince Russo told Jeff Jarrett to lay down. Jarrett laid down.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Gamora from 2014 and Jeff Jarrett from 2022 in the same fucking place. Right, Toe?
Yep.
Not
Branch
from
in
a
the
branch.
time.
Not from a branch.
Yeah, because at that time there was no NWO. There was no NWO then.
Oh shit! We brought it back together.
They even tried to bring the NWO back. Remember that? That was around the time they tried to bring it back with Jeff Jarrett and Bret Hart and the Big Show, or at that time Paul White and some other dude. They tried to bring it back, and it didn't work.
There was a lot of stuff going on wrong. They get Bret Hart the best there is, the best there was. They should have thrown a belt immediately on him.
The problem was Bret Hart didn't want to go to WCW right after he did that whole Canadian screw job shit. He didn't want that to be the reason why he's in WCW and all that. So they took the time and all that shit blew over. But then he tried to come back on some, "I'm not gonna let you guys do to WCW what they did to WWE," and it's like, wait a minute, that happened 25 years ago, bro.
But we wasn't gonna forget what happened to Montreal Screwjob, no matter how long he came back.
This is what they did. They did that, and it's like, well, I mean, that don't make no sense. And then they said, "All right, we're gonna try this again, but with Sting." And Sting's like, "All right, I'm not gonna let the fucking people power, the corporation fucking ruin WWE like the NWO ruined WCW. This isn't WWE versus WCW." And Triple H goes, "You're exactly right. It's DX versus NWO." And Sting was like, "Wait a minute. That's not what I told him. What? When did this happen?"
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh shit. They started booking the matches though. They had too many. Everybody was NWO. So there was nobody to lose to. Like, how do you lose? How do you destroy a monster like that?
It was what the MCU is doing right now. And not continuing the story. They're just gonna lay down, let Hogan win the title, and then now we're gonna change shit. And we're still sitting here with our head out of the water and our hand out of the water, wondering why no one sees us. What? The Celestial.
Oh, you should be happy because they saw it in She-Hulk.
Yeah, but She-Hulk, all that shit was rewritten. None of that shit counted. None of that shit counted. You talked to Kevin and took all that shit out.
I'm confused. What happened in She-Hulk?
Nothing.
No, they
A
mentioned
waste
it.
of fucking time. That's what happened to She-Hulk.
They mentioned it in if you look at one of the sites that she was looking on, one of the news stories mentioned the hand in the middle of the ocean.
That just reminded me. What happened to is it Kamala Man? Kamala Man?
Kamala Khan?
One more time, sure.
Kamala Khan? There you go. My bad.
Who's that?
Hold on. Are you asking about Miss Marvel or the movie Joanna Man?
No, Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel.
Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan.
What about her?
Nah, y'all reminded me of her story, so I'm wondering how that's gonna come back around.
She's gonna be in the Marvels.
Did you not see the trailer?
No.
I don't watch. I tried to be like Toe.
And he didn't know that the trailer was out.
Yeah.
He tried to be like me by not knowing.
By not knowing anything.
Yeah, sure. I wish I could be you.
He's trying to be so much like me that he don't watch the trailers. Okay. He don't watch the coming attraction. He don't watch the movies. He don't watch the reviews. He don't watch nothing. He wants to be completely surprised when someone goes, "Yeah, but in this movie, this happened." Really? I gotta watch that movie then.
Exactly. I want to be Toe from 2014 that doesn't know what happens.
Word.
Nah, I'm just fucking. But Ms. Marvel's coming back.
Yeah,
is what you're saying. Season 2.
I don't know about a season 2, but she's definitely in the next movie.
That's what I was hoping. I was hoping these people didn't stay in little shows. I wouldn't mind seeing She-Hulk and the Hulk with a better storyline because obviously Toe didn't like it. Look at the face. The fuck out of here, fake.
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, but yes, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan is in the movie The Marvels.
What I'm trying to accomplish is seeing these little characters come into the movies that are in little shows.
Yeah, but they're not making a Hulk movie.
That you know of.
See?
I mean, how you know?
Because in 2014, they kept living.
Hulk is dead. Oh, no. I'm just fucking with y'all now.
No, but they're talking about a Planet Hulk or some shit, but they kind of fucked that up with his son. Because they showed his son. He left the Planet Hulk to go have World War Hulk, and his son was born, and he hated him because he left and shit. And then that's why his son was gonna fuck him up. But
so that's
now his son is upon the blow that is shy and shit. They don't know shit.
First off, was he shy, or is he on a planet to which there's a language he doesn't understand?
He's shy.
Yeah.
Everybody know English.
Come on. We could go to Japan and survive.
Word.
I fucking doubt it.
Let's go to Japan, show.
That's what you think. When it's necessary, bro, we will figure it out.
Dude, you can't even figure out English. You're gonna figure out Japanese?
Hey,
give me the rice. Yeah. I want one room.
Oh, shit. That would be hilarious. Towing the show in Japan. Not a word of Japanese. No translators, no nothing. They just drop them in the middle and record it.
Boom.
Just follow him. Hello. Oh, that would be crazy. You imagine so pissed off with a Japanese guy? Oh shit!
I can see Chuck going, oh, here goes to McDonald's, and he walks into a fucking bathroom. So what the fuck is this? That shit was yellow. What the fuck?
We fucked up, Toe. We ain't surviving this one. Haven't ate in 3 days.
The Kentucky Fried Chicken is fish.
Everybody on Earth speak English according to
if you want Kentucky Fried Chicken, go to South Korea. For some reason, they love that shit.
I wonder how it tastes over there.
You want to what?
I wonder how it tastes over there. Most of the
probably like chicken.
Well,
hold up. Now Wagyu beef is from Japan, and
that's what I'm saying.
Tastes different.
Different is different. DR chicken is not going to be the same chicken from here.
Word.
McDonald's over there with Dominican chicken with Dominican cheese is totally different.
There ain't no government here.
Word. They don't have American cheese over there. It's a different taste.
But they just have regular cheese.
Hey, happy birthday. Dominican cheese. Happy birthday, Hassan. It's Hassan's birthday in a couple of hours, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Hassan.
Happy birthday.
Hassan, if you would have went back to 2014, how old you would have been?
1.
So we're going to bring your ass from there to today.
1.
He said 1. 11 years ago. I'm 12 today.
1.
1.5. All right, we're bringing your baby to today. You can hold him. I'll be 35. He a grown ass man, man. Welcome.
Word.
We appreciate you, man.
Word.
Listen, we grown men over here. We know how important time is to us, and we appreciate you spending it with us.
That's why this whole podcast we was arguing about time.
Yeah, time is very important. It's only going forward.
Yep.
And we spend it fucking arguing about Gamora.
Word. So what new shit are we gonna get from here? I know we getting Adam Warlock, the floating man in Indian style. Are we gonna see some big bad shit? Because I know you're saying this is a one-off and it's personal and other shit, but something's gotta connect to something. We're in space.
That's your
Somebody
problem.
gotta like the fucking the end credit gotta be doo doo, and it's a signal that Shang-Chi fucking.
Dude, the end credits could be whatever they want to be at that point. I think we're gonna. I don't know. We're probably gonna see some 1 to 2 deaths. I think that's gonna be the big thing.
They're gonna kill him, show
on some Endgame shit. What was it, Endgame or when Spider-Man? I'm dying, and a couple of people died. Infinity War.
No, but I like real deaths, not die until next year.
Well, we didn't know they were coming back till we watched the second part. That don't count.
No, correction. You didn't know they were going to come back. Everybody else in the world knew they were coming back.
This is why you should have never read the. Look how beautiful it is to not know shit. You go in there, you surprised. They came back.
They were not gonna kill Black Panther, the character, forever after $1 billion movie.
I know that. But they don't really gotta kill him. They could always tell different stories of the character.
Oh, they didn't even kill Red Skull.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now that was a surprise.
That was probably the only true surprise. That was probably the last fucking thing that actually really surprised me from a Marvel movie. No. Yeah, that's the last thing, because Cap picking up the hammer was not a surprise. That was something that I was begging for.
Not even the X-Men coming. What movie was this? I think it was Doctor Strange.
What? Professor X and Doctor Strange?
Mm-hmm.
No, because it was in the Super Bowl trailer.
Oh my little. Damn it, Toe. I wanted to tell you something about what you said, and I totally fucking forgot.
You're gonna have to start writing shit down.
Yeah, I used to have a little notebook right around here. I gotta look for it again. I'm back to my old place. What the fuck did I? What was the last thing you said, Toe? If you even around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's not.
probably ran out to the bathroom.
No, he's sitting right there in his seat, snoring.
I heard his door open.
Wake your ass up. So he got his headphones on. I'm glad he does. So I can tell him.
Girl, fuck you, Mama Webble. Mighty Cone Mama Pinga.
Over there taking the piss and shit while on the job. You straight bugging. I mean, I'm trying to fucking calculate. What was it that we was talking about? That's what it was. Okay. So I feel like you're making a mistake by going in there and expecting the movie to move a certain way. What are you gonna give us? What information are you gonna give us? Like I never went into any movies like that till I met you guys. I went.
That was at the hour and 51-minute mark that you tried to say that shit.
Huh?
I'm not even bullshitting you. What? That was at the hour and 51-minute mark of this podcast that you tried to ask me that question.
My bad.
No, I'm just saying because I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I said before I left, and I'm like, I had nothing to do.
I totally forgot. My bad.
No, it's so good.
It came to me. But
I'm asking questions for y'all for this podcast. I'm going into this movie on some Fast and the Furious shit because I already like the Guardians of the Galaxy and I want to see them.
Yeah,
there's a difference with other movies like Ant-Man. I wanted to see the Kang shit. I wanted like, all right, this is gonna be like Quantum Realm and Multiverse of Madness was all right. They're gonna explain some shit. Now we're gonna get the gist of what's happening, and nothing happened. Shit. Here is all right. Black Panther. I want to see Black Panther in the more. This movie, I want to see the Guardians of the Galaxy. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Marvels, I want to see Kamala Khan. I like Kamala Khan. I'm throwing in the Blue Marvel shit to get y'all motherfuckers' brains going.
Mm-hmm.
To get y'all antennas fucking flipping and shit.
To do your job as a podcast.
Yeah. I'm throwing out the ideas so that way when they do it in the movies, you can be like, Toe did it first.
Of course. And you've done that plenty of times.
Too bad I'm a smart mark.
But don't call me Shirley.
Boop. There it is. Toastinator. It's over.
I need your pants and your boots.
Mm-hmm. Come with me if you want to leave 2014.
Come with me if you want to leave. Otherwise, stay.
Oh shit! Philavelle is in the movie.
He ruined it for us. Who the fuck is Philavelle?
How dare you?
That motherfucker.
Word, you got some new creatures coming up. I see how it is. Listen, I enjoy the fact that I don't know shit. I could get to enjoy every movie for what it is. If it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care if it doesn't. I didn't even know movies connected to Avengers, where they all came together. I was like, wait a minute, there's an order to this? And somebody explained to me, you gotta watch Civil War, you gotta watch Ragnarok, then you gotta watch this. I was like, really? There's an order? I just watched movies.
Shit, I didn't even know who the fuck Philavelle was until just now when I read it.
Who is that? The floating guy?
Marvel's sister, apparently.
Oh.
So this is for the Marvels specifically, not for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nope. Let me figure out Taekwon knows something about the comics too. He knows comics, he knows wrestling, man.
Taekwon don't know shit.
Word. So that's how I know you don't watch this podcast.
Why?
Because you would have been known that Taekwon knows shit.
But I would admit that some of the podcasts I haven't been able to watch. I have admitted that. I do tell Toyo I wasn't able to watch.
So what you saying?
Half of the time, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to be free. Every time I feel like my brain is just trapped in a fucking cycle. Like, don't add shit to it.
Word.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Word. That's exactly how my brain is. In the morning. Wake up. Till about 11 o'clock.
Come on to. I'm a need.
Once in a while, I just lower the music and say, huh? Did you say so? Oh, my bad. And then go back straight to screaming.
What?
Yeah. Life sometimes makes me say, what?
What?
But aside from that, I'm back in the track.
What?
Yo, man, y'all see me work. I saw y'all looking at me from the car. Yeah, I don't even think I look around. I was like, show. I'm like, who the fuck is called? Yo, somebody could be killing me. I would have noticed.
Dude, when I was working at the pet center, there was at least 6 times when I left where you were going back to your truck. And I tried to say something and you were just gone. I was like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to chase him down in the middle of the street.
You see? You think I'm lying, bro. It's not that you know how many people say that? Yo, were you ignoring me? No, I didn't even see you. Like, I don't
know you.
From this entrance, I want to get to my fucking truck, reload my head truck, and get from that truck back to the entrance till it's fucking done. And it's usually not done till 11.
Leave me alone.
I still gotta get to the fucking stream that I missed.
Leave me alone.
Word. People be asking questions. Hey, sir, leave me alone. I got to stream, man. Damn. But you got to live. I appreciate it. I got a good team. You guys hold it down. Glad I was able to help a little today. Yeah, see, I didn't know y'all was by yourself.
Somebody got too shit.
Y'all would have been arguing by yourself. At least I try to interrupt. Y'all ain't listen though.
Shut your damn mouth.
Now, was that the Rock or
Stupid
LA
idiot.
If it was the what?
I said, was that the Rock or LA Knight?
That was the Rock.
That fucking cheap imitation.
Yeah, that's LA Knight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He's sticking out
of his ass.
Hey. Hey. Ricochet took a lot longer to stick out.
Ricochet ain't.
Yo,
he don't have the money.
Ricochet is trash. Yo, don't think you're impressive just because you can do a fucking flip. Half the motherfuckers on the roster can do a flip. Undertaker's been doing flips for fucking 30 years over ropes.
I like Ricochet.
Like, that's not. You gotta have something more.
You gotta have more personality to me. I don't feel that he has it as a personality. The wrestling is up there with Penta. I could see him. If Penta could fight with him, that would be a dream match to me.
Watch Lucha Underground.
He fought before?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was Prince Puma.
How was it?
It was good.
It was a dream match to you.
It's exactly what it needed to be. When you told us that this character doesn't speak, he was fucking great.
So he needs to go back to not speaking.
He needs to go back for them to tell us a reason why he doesn't speak. Not the fact that he just sucks at speaking.
I thought they were implying it. No, but he said it. He goes, they don't let me speak. So what the fuck?
That was a little whoop. you think I didn't see the uppercut?
No. It's completely different to wrestling because you're supposed to get over. And if you just if it looks like you suck at something, then that's how we're going to see it.
You did it to Bobby. You suck at talking, we're going to put you with MVP. All right. That was obvious.
Yeah, so what did they do with Ricochet? They stuck him with Braun Strowman, another fucking trash bag.
Word. At least put him with somebody. Shit. Put him with Seth Rollins or somebody that's going to bring him up.
Seth Rollins. You gotta stop, get off his dick.
Come on, so.
Who am I to judge? I don't have any charisma either. So.
Oh, you a liar. You act like you don't.
Dude, go back and look at the views when it's just me and Toe here. Nobody watching that shit.
I think I don't have charisma is your charisma. This is my role. I really don't have charisma. And then you out charisma everybody. I like it.
Okay.
He said, okay. No, I really don't. I wasn't trying.
No.
My man said, who am I?
Of course, Taquan. I already explained that. I don't know shit about shit.
Wrong. Hold on. That's the first wrong thing he said.
Wrong.
I'm the one that's here for diversity because I'm the one who looks different than everybody else.
Exactly. Correct. I'm just here to fuck around with Taquan.
Man, fuck you, Mama Webble.
Puta maricón, mama pinga.
Exactly. That's right. Sometimes I get the screen and I can be myself. But aside from that, not here for nothing much. I don't even know who Spider-Man is.
So we got it.
Why?
What's Spider-Man's real name?
Peter Pan? Peter Parker.
Peter Pan.
Oh shit!
Captain Hook is his main enemy.
Captain Hook.
Pan.
What's the next movie after Guardians?
Peter Pan.
The Marvels.
Marvels.
Yep, but that one comes out in November.
So that's the end of the last movie in November, or they got one more in December?
No, that's it. They push back all the other shit to try to. They want to do a quality over quantity thing, so they give themselves more time to, like a slower rollout of these movies. They give them more time to make them and finish the editing and all that shit.
I agree with that. You give us so much, it dilutes the product. Try to give us a masterpiece. I guess you want masterpiece after masterpiece.
No, see, that's the same shit that Cab says. I don't want masterpiece after master. I want good movie after good movie. Not
That
every
makes
movie. Not every good movie is a fucking masterpiece.
True.
So what you saying?
That's what I was trying to think of a good movie that wasn't a masterpiece. I didn't want to name
Commando. Commando's a fucking good movie. Is that a masterpiece? No.
But I mean, within the MCU movie, what's a good movie that's not a masterpiece?
Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man is a good movie. It's not a fucking masterpiece.
Well, what is a masterpiece is the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
And
I
both
still don't
Avengers.
see how. I still don't see the draw for that movie. Like, it's a good movie, but I don't see the masterpiece level in it.
Neither do I. There's only like 3 masterpieces to me. Both Avengers. And
But both what Avengers? There's been 4 movies.
Endgame and Infinity Wars.
Okay.
And of course, I don't know which. I'm taking Black Panther. Just nostalgia. First black movie.
Oh.
Some people say that. What I'm saying is, some people say part 2 was better than 1.
For what?
Black Panther.
Part 2 was dope, but it's hard to be better than the first one, especially when you got to explain everything to people.
That's why I chose first one as the masterpiece.
Yeah, I don't know if 2 is better, because if you take out the whole Chadwick died thing, is Namor alone better than Killmonger?
Is Gamora alone better than Killmonger?
No, he said is Namor.
Oh, Namor. Okay.
Yeah.
I could have swore I heard him say Gamora. That's only what the fuck.
No,
From
Namor.
2014. Namor. He said is the bad guys better. I like Namor better than Killmonger.
I mean, I do too, but you can't. There's a certain. It's just different when you could tell where Namor is coming from and you could side with him, versus when you see what Killmonger's doing. You're like, oh, this motherfucker's just taking everything he wants.
He's a bad guy. You kind of feel bad for Namor. I understand why you're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, bad guys are more compelling when you can somewhat agree with what they're doing, or if they do something that you agree with, but they just take it a step too far.
Yeah.
But then again, if they don't take it a step too far and you could just agree with them, are they really the bad guy?
Thanos is a good example of that. Getting rid of having a plan to save everybody. I understand that.
He could have just wished for an abundance of fucking food, but
true.
Or he could have just made people less fucking greedy.
Wouldn't be as interesting.
I mean, I actually think that would have been. That would have been equally as interesting, because on one half you got he's just gonna wipe out half the fucking world because we can't control us, or the universe, because we can't control ourselves to not overpopulate and overindulge. But on the other hand, he's literally taking away the choice that people have. That's also an avenue worth delving into. Is this one man able, should this one man be allowed to dictate how everybody lives, even if it's going to wind up saving us in the long run?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you to tell us? I always wonder that. Did he choose? Like, did he have a choice? Like, was he biased? All right, I'm gonna make half of the world disappear. My family, y'all good. Don't worry.
Well, no, he did this because his planet died.
Oh, so fuck everybody.
Well, no, to answer your question, it was random except for Tony Stark. Except for Tony Stark, because he literally says that he's going to keep Tony Stark alive. Because Tony earned that much. And I think when Cap blocked his hand and was holding him for that little second, they didn't explicitly say it, but I think in that moment he also decided to keep Cap alive. So those are at least two, definitely one, but maybe two that we know he was in control of keeping around. But everything else was a true random fucking draw.
See, Cole? Everything doesn't have to be explained. My brother over here assumed that he tried to save Cap. It's okay to dabble in your imagination.
So what you saying?
That Gamora could come back.
I never said she couldn't.
I'm just fucking with you, Toe.
Got him!
Shit, but we're pretty much done. Everybody done already worn out. The Quan's over here talking shit. Shows. This is the most we've seen show up since he started podcasting. Usually he be sleeping.
I got energy. Why you turning it off, baby?
Cause it's time to go. Oh, nah. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody. Go watch Guardians of the Galaxy and tell us what you think about it next week.
Bro, hold on. Are we doing a review next week or what?
We could do a review and also another topic if you want.
Shit, we could revisit this Gamora topic now that we saw the movie. Figure out where the fuck it's from.
Sure.
You can watch it with us.
and then come back and talk with it. Talk about it with us.
You're gonna watch it with us.
That would be dope. Where y'all going?
Either Bay Plaza, New Rock,
Friday,
Saturday, or Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. I think I got it.